stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours BST. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours BST. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours BST. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours BST. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours BST.
Switch to full screen camera only.
Hello everybody! Hopefully you can all see and hear me. Hopefully everything is working. We live in hope. Essentially. If it isn't working, then tell me. You can do the Discord call. That's interesting. Visuals and audio good. Give me a second. Let me relaunch the Discord, because it could just be that it hasn't gone into streamer mode for reasons. But how are you all doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. We will still have teething problems. We will still have gremlins. Wouldn't be a stream without gremlins, would it? As most of you know. I'm just going to try and reconnect. Do we have a DB is the real question. Do we have a DB? Because, of course, he is the key component to this run. Hold on. I'll get to saying hi to all of you in a minute. Where is voice and video? Where's it gone? I hope it hasn't sort of rerouted everything. No, it hasn't. Do we have a DB? I believe we do. Hello?
There we go.
Yay! Can I enable streamer mode outside of this? I don't know. Because it keeps playing the Discord sounds. Oh well. Oh, hold on. No. I know where that is. I know exactly where that is. That's entirely my fault. Hold on. If I... There we go. That will stop that from happening. There we are. Oh, my word. Can everybody hear DB? I hope so. DB, would you care to speak? Possibly?
Yes.
That'll do. That'll do. Just, yes.
There are some who call me Tim.
That's not even a reference that I can... I feel like I remember that... Well, I don't know. It's one of those ones I feel like I remember.
Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail.
Aha! Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Answer me these questions 3 or the other side, you'll see.
Why? Where are the gremlins? When are the gremlins? And I'll give you one. Why are the gremlins? Slightly different reference, but we'll go with that. There we are. But yeah, so DB and I haven't streamed for a little while because, I've both been doing other cool things. And partly, one of those I will briefly discuss later on. But without further ado, let us see how well we can do in Last of Us, because we are very near the relative end of the game. Hang on. You'll have to tell me if all the alerts and stuff are triggering properly, chat. They should be, but whether they are or not, no idea, because we've had fun computer gremlins to work with. By that I simply mean that it decided to give my Go XLR a new name. I had to then reinstall the drivers. The alert went off. Yeah, no, I mean I know that the chat version did, but did the sound thing work? It should have done. Well, that's a question for DB. By the way, hello GT. Lovely to have you back in. Thank you, Gecko, for being the sounding board. I'm not sorry. I've missed making these puns, chat. Can you tell? What gave it away? I don't know. Yeah, but DB has been away. I've been away, and we're hoping that we can both come back to a working game. So allow me to whoosh. Here to make everything soundproof. Yes, I guess.
I see you're wearing your The Last of Us t-shirt too.
I am indeed. That was kind of unintended, but I'll take it where I can get it. Whoosh. Exactly. That's the technical term, GT. Whoosh. Let me just make sure that the windows are in the correct order. I was stream checking yesterday, attempting to. Yeah, no, it all looks fine, I would say. And I'll tell you what else will look fine. Your invite when it appears, DB, probably, because the resolution should all be good. No, that was a terrible joke, but we'll go with it.
You should. Hold on, let me check. I started the party. Did I forget to invite you to it? Yeah, I did forget to invite you for it.
Welcome.
By the way, I'm using the I'm using the PS5. Of course, I'm using the PS5. I'm using the PS3 theme on the, or I guess it's the PS5 PS3 theme, which makes things just sound very confusing. I suppose, maybe. Yes.
Oh, speaking of PSs of various numbers and descriptions.
Yes.
Just today, born of my jealousy of you getting the privilege to review Death Stranding 2, which of course is embargoed until the 23rd.
Thank
so
you.
Can't tell us anything about it.
Thank you for
because I was so insanely jealous, I was like, well, I should probably pre-order it. And then when I pre-ordered it, I realized it has some PS5 Pro features. And I was like, well, it would be a shame to pre-order this fancy new game and not have a PS5 Pro to play it on.
Oh, wow. Goodness me. So you spent...
Escalated quickly.
Wow.
Brother, do you mean to tell me you spent $800+ to play Death Stranding? What heresy is this?
Oh, goodness me. No, that's cool.
It was on sale, so it was only about $750.
Yeah, I mean, as if that makes it, like, much less of a... Yeah. But how are you... Like, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've all enjoyed seeing the fun announcement that I'm going to review Death Stranding. As DB rightly pointed out, it is embargoed until June the 23rd, so I can't tell you anything other than I have the game. Thanks to PlayStation for sending that over. But yeah, no, I don't blame you for ordering it if you're that excited, considering you said you'd played it a bunch. Like a lot of times. I forget how many times. Anyway, a party invite would be much appreciated, given we must expedite the...
This time I definitely did send it. You should already have it.
My computer?
Notifications. Bronze trophy. It's like that. Monster Hub. Welcome. PS5. God of War Ragnarok. Home for Cyclist Comat.
Let me
Best cost to
sort
select.
out...
Horizon. Welcome.
Hold on. Let me just restart my
Button.
PS5.
Switcher.
Could well
Free of well.
be...
Accessibility. Power. 12 of profile. Accessories.
That,
10 profile. Accessories. 10 of 12.
Yeah, if I just
Turn off PS5.
if I just restart my PS5.
Preparing to turn off your PS5.
Preparing to turn off your PS5. It says. Come on. It might just be because I did have to unplug my LAN cable, so it could just be that it's broken the internet. If you'll pardon the slight pun. There we go. But yeah, we've been the question from GT was, have you enjoyed the game so far, DB? Last of Us, that is.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. After the initial stumbles with mono audio
Welcome back to
and having never played a game
Welcome.
without sight
Accessibility.
before,
Switcher.
And
also
falling-
that
and
was
falling
also
into the
part of it,
void.
just
Bronze Trophy. Monster.
Yes.
Death Stranding. Death Stranding from PlayStation.
all those
Do not
things
disturb.
combined made
Death Stranding 2 on the beat.
getting
From
started
PlayStation.
a little rough. Honestly, I think
Broadcast.
the
Download /
mono
upload
audio
sound.
was
Mic.
probably more than
9
half of
12.
that.
Your microphone is muted.
Because
Very
I
probably,
couldn't-
Press cost to
actually.
select accessories.
I couldn't rely
Sound.
on
Downloads. Broadcast.
Sorry,
the
Game
give me a
things that I
second.
was hearing.
Parties. Friends.
I'm just trying to
Start part.
see.
Joinable. Backends part.
Oh, well, so I
Backends party
didn't
selected.
get the invite
Closed party.
for
Members
whatever reason,
116.
but I'm in the
Backend.
party now.
PS. Join.
Oh, rather,
Join
I
party.
will be in a second. There we
Party.
go.
In. Leave party.
There you
Sharing. 1. Other members,
There
one.
we go.
Volume.
And
View share screen.
now I just need to
Share screen select.
do-
Waiting for the backend. Waiting for the
waiting for the host screen. There we go.
Backend. Share volume. Backend. Button guide.
Let me know if the volume's too loud as well, chat. I can tweak and adjust as needed, but it shouldn't be. Oh, speaking of being... in a thing that I can tell you, given it's the publicly available name of the subtitle. Speaking of on the beach, do you hear the waves in the... Oh, God, that was awful. That was absolutely, even by my standards, that was awful. There we go. Yeah. So, they can see your screen, I would hope. Let me make sure. Yeah, let me make sure. There we go. Yeah, we should all be good. Yeah, can everybody see the screen? Chat. Can everybody see? That sounds very strange, but yeah, I can confirm. Lovely. Thank you. So, previously on.
The Last of Us.
We had just finished a really, really cool section featuring a really, really cool boss fight, and we just got into into a section that I'm not going to spoil because we're just going to go into it. I'm terrible at segues,
The Last of Us Part 2.
but I can be.
Continue.
Sometimes they work really well. Other times you're not sure how to go into a
Select.
segue
Circle
because you don't want to
button.
spoil everything, as is the case here. I don't want to spoil it, so it's probably better we just jump in. But I did, while DB loads up the game, I did actually complete Last of Us Part 2 on PC, would have been last week, which was a lot of fun. I completed it on grounded, but glitched. So I was able to fire infinite ammo at the Rat King.
It's not going to be on that side. It's all evens.
Yep. So, just to give you a
409.
yeah, you can navigate. You're in game.
So
Give me
24,
one
25 should be that
second.
way? Yeah.
There we go.
And by the way, that's a good speaker test if you wanted to check your left ear was in the right place. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. Exactly. It was quite fun though. Just firing. I did play. I could have played the Rat King as a one-shot boss fight, but I thought I'm gonna have to. I thought, oh, I'll just play it properly. The Redeem didn't go off. Oh, I'll have to look at that. There's probably a reason. I don't know what that would be, but there probably is.
Okay.
Yeah, I can look at that while you do this. That's fine.
I just realized an oversight on my part.
You
I'm sitting here. You won't get this, but
I was going to say you're
other
sitting here
people will.
looking
I'm
at
sitting
it.
here. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking around the map, trying to figure out where to go, and then I'm like, wait a second, I'm not supposed to be able to see anything.
You're like, I'm playing the game wrong.
Exactly.
Wow, that is not ideal.
But in observation of that, since I don't have my blindfold on anyway, and I need to get up to get it, if while I get up to get the blindfold, I happen to also get something else, then that's just how these things happen. Can't be avoided.
Something snack related, I guess.
I don't know if that will.
There it goes again. Yeah.
Don't judge me.
No, I'm not judging you. Chat might be. I'm not. Let me just see where Firebot is looking to output to. Where? Oh no, it's looking to output to. Yeah, Bubsy surely foretold that error. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so should be going to there. So can I disconnect play things? Oh goodness me! I will have to look at Bubsy and see what's happened. Because clearly something has gone wrong. Why not? Oh, where did my give me my dashboard? Thank you. How are you doing, Sean? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, back to The Last of Us indeed. As DB sticks his blindfold on and plays the game properly. No. As properly as is relatively possible. There we go.
Button, scan for enemies. Circle button. Scan for items.
It's been so long, the game is realizing it needs to give you tutorials again. No, I mean, I don't know if that's why it's doing it, but it's just funny.
Are still out there. Yeah. What do you think they're up to?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot she said that.
Restore society.
Are you
I
getting?
mean, there's all sorts of ways to go about it.
Well, actually, yeah, I don't know how
Options.
this is working out because.
X
Well,
button.
no, you
Select.
must.
Circle button.
What?
I assume you get the same audio that I get.
Yeah.
Are you hearing like extra reverb?
Yeah. That's normal. Well, not,
Oh, okay.
not quite, like as in it seemed it was quite present on that left hand side, but that was normal. Just keep going and
Okay.
see if it carries on.
Okay.
Because it might not be. It might be me. It might be you. I don't think it's me though. Oh, there's a
Weird
thing.
Graffiti.
Does that mean fireflies?
No. Nothing I recognize, at least.
Okay, yeah. So just keep going. It doesn't read anything, which is slightly frustrating. But yeah, you can press.
Seems
Press?
Like a
No?
strange place to find a resistance group.
We had all sorts of outposts.
Where's
Big
the?
and small.
It was
Just
there.
aside From the army.
Where'd it go? Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Press? No? Triangle?
I'm pressing. Nothing's happening.
Oh. I don't know. Are you just not on it? Sometimes we know sometimes the interacts are a little strange. Oh god. Has nav assist broken again? Probably. It does that sometimes. The old way,
Let's
but
try
yeah.
walking away.
Just keep walking away. Just do that. Wander along, hope, pray. But yeah, we are. So the way this is working, chat, if you're not familiar with how these streams work, is that DB is playing this game with just my supervision and his practiced navigational skills without any sight whatsoever. So he is blindfolded and he's playing this just based on what I've taught him over the course of the game, what he's picked up, and the audio and other accessibility features in the game. So that's where you need to be. So try.
24, something.
There we go.
I'm gonna guess you are a 1.
Ah.
Okay.
Is leading you up a porch before an overgrown door, says Gecko. Thank you for the extra additional context.
Why are we looking at numbers? Oh, we're trying to find a house, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, we are. As to what is in that house, I will not say. Should we ever even find it. Or it could be like us, where we're wandering around in... Ooh.
1 brick.
That'd be a brick. I don't know why I said that in a pirate voice, but that'd be funny, wouldn't it? Just pirate Last of Us. That'd be a brick. Yar!
What if there was a dwelling
Uh-oh.
made of these? Then what would that be called?
I don't know.
A brick house.
Yeah, well. Yes, exactly.
And if it was
Anyway, yes. There is a potential there is a potentially bigger problem than that you might want to look at.
Demons. To our right.
Well, I mean, you kind of saw the problem, but I wasn't sure if you were totally aware of the dire nature of the situation. But it seems like you are. Oh no, that's all right. Ooh, first stealth kill of the game, of the session. Imagine if that were true. You'd just gone through blasting everybody, and then you'd finally decided to embrace stealth.
Though I do have a flamethrower.
You do.
So.
Although you, yeah. I mean, crunchy. Presenting your new Crunchios. Possibly. Skull with a knife underneath it with two horn-like things on the sides. Ah! That's like Doom level graffiti. Uh-oh. Yeah. I think you're... How are the levels, by the way, chat? Are they good? They should be good.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, that's also true. Oh. Oh, nice. That was funny as well. If you listen closely, you could hear the blades drop from the infected there. I wonder whether that's deliberate. By the way, yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, you could go Doomslayer.
1. Craftable. Double barrel shotgun. Incendiary shells. 0. Shotgun ammo. 7. Craftable.
You've got enough shots. You could just. Oh, do you want to go dramatic? Do you want to just try and walk up behind it when it doesn't know you're there and just blast it in the face?
Shotgun ammo.
Well, in the whatever happens to be facing you at the time.
I don't have all my weapons, do I?
Possibly not. If it's not letting you change, then
Pistol ammo.
no.
6. Loaded.
Although you do have
4.
that.
Reserve.
The hand cannon of infinite death. Okay, so strategy being. I would personally.
Get it with the brick and still it stops moving.
I would personally not use the brick because the brick is always good to have. I would personally, yeah, go through, loot it, loot it until it dies. Actually, you have a. I thought that was pretty good. Oh goodness me! There we go. You know how you don't realise a pun is fairly decent until somebody else then laughs at it? You're like, yeah, okay. I would personally go shotgun because it's fun. New
Crafting. Health kit. Craftable. Recipe requires alcohol.
New kind of looter shooter, indeed.
Incendiary shells. Craftable.
You don't need an incendiary to kill a clicker. I'll just tell you that
Well,
before
of course I don't need.
Oh no! Are you gonna just? Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Are there two round here?
3. Reserve. Shotgun ammo.
Because it locked onto a target that looked separate from that clicker. That is worrying. Yeah, that looks separate to me, whether it's trying to lead you round or not. Oh no, there we go, it is. That's strange. So now, aim.
Uh-oh.
Aim. You've got shotgun. Yeah. And that sizzling noise you can hear
All quiet now.
is
Good.
dead clicker.
There's something else out
Roast clicker.
Roast char grilled clicker.
there. Keep your guard up.
Char grilled clicker with a side of lead. Possibly.
425. Attaboy.
Finding 1/2. Blade 1. Shifts 0. Maximum 6. Instantly kills enemies.
Yeah,
with
so you haven't got
melee
enough blade
shifts.
to make
Missing ingredients.
any. You just need.
Ah.
It all clicked together now. Come on. Come on, Gecko. Goodness me. Goodness me. Ooh.
1/2.
What if we don't find them here?
Assuming all the leads dry up, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Leave this place?
Oh, you have a note.
Okay.
Haven't seen one of those
Where
for a
would we
while.
go?
West. See what's out there.
Zoom.
It's nothing but ocean.
And past it?
Other countries, I guess. You want to do that?
Why not?
Good question.
You've missed having the opportunity to make these terrible puns. I do not blame you.
The
Not
Rattlers
in
are
the
here.
slightest.
No one is going to make me their fucking slave. Andrew, Logan, Ori. Daddy is coming to see you.
Hmm.
Okay.
Just yeah.
1. Artifact.
Dubious. Dubious
wanna do for
and
dinner tonight?
ominous.
We've got those lobsters I caught yesterday.
Mm.
They're still in a bucket on the deck.
Oh, yeah. Genius.
And we've got a few strawberries left.
If we find fireflies, we'll celebrate with strawberries. If we don't, we'll console ourselves with strawberries.
So strawberries out of the way. That sounds like a good plan, actually.
Yeah, I like that approach.
Yeah. Either way, you get good food. Or, well, as good as you can probably get in the post-apocalypse, right? Surely.
If today's stream goes well, I'll celebrate with a beer. If it doesn't go well, I'll console myself with a beer.
Exactly, or an espresso martini. So, for the sake of clarifying, well, I guess is the best way I can put it. I had the amazing opportunity to actually meet DB. DB and I met in person last week, which was a lot of fun. We had a great laugh, and she had a few drinks as well, including espresso martinis.
Close now.
Not at the same time, I might add. I had mine later than he did, but it was very good. And we had good pizza, or just Italian food generally. Went to Carluccio's. It's a restaurant chain over here. Not sure whether it's anywhere else, but the pizza was good and the garlic bread was very, very strong. But worth it. But worth having. And, yes. No, it was great to finally, given DB and I have worked together for 5 years, it was one of those things like, finally! So, much like when I met the wonderful Janissary a couple of years ago. What kind of pizza? I'm always a margarita pizza man myself. We do not abide heresy of the pineapple variety. Or at least I certainly don't.
I do, but
I guess that's where we can agree to disagree. No, it's fine. Everybody's tastes are different. I just can't stand the idea of it personally. It just seems odd to me. It's like, who puts fruit on cheese?
This
Like,
place looks abandoned.
I get used to have cheese and pineapple sticks or whatever, but
Keep searching. 24, 25 constants.
L2 button.
This is the
Zoom.
place.
Left stick. Rotate.
Okay,
Square
but
button. Read.
there's nothing
Circle
here.
button.
We
Look
don't
back.
know that yet.
okay.
Current resident, 2425 Constance Avenue, Santa Barbara, California, 93105.
Oh. I don't. Yeah. I'm not. To be honest, not sure what that number actually means. Because that's a 5-digit number, rather than.
that's a U.S. zip code.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. I forgot about that. 4+ cheeses. Yeah. I
Canister.
never had like meat on my pizza. That just. It doesn't seem too strange, but like. I don't
Wait,
know.
you've never had meat on your pizza?
No, it just doesn't really strike me as a thing that. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wow. One of my favorite pizzas at Pizza Hut is the Meat Lovers, which
fair
has I think 7 different kinds of meat.
Just reminds me of the Arby's adverts I saw in the States. Arby's, we have the meat. It's like, and Pizza Hut's just looking at it like, yeah, so do we. Pizza's the meat. Fair enough. Fair enough. What's everybody's favourite kind of pizza then? Now we've kind of got into that topic. Oh, there you go. It's because it was below you. Kind of dropped down and in. There we go.
Really nothing. It can't be.
No, it's very cool to finally get together in person and share a drink, have a chat, enjoy an ice cream.
Oh God. we all got ice cream. SK was able to eat his with no problem. Mine was 2 scoops, and I forget. Let's see if I can remember the ratio that I gave you when we were sitting out there. I think I managed to eat 1/3.
It's probably
1/3 fell on the ground in the form of dripping, and the other third fell on my hand in the form of melting.
It was kind of like ridiculous to see. I don't know quite what happened. Like I just looked around and I was
there was a puddle of green. We were sitting on like this bench, and right in front of me there's this puddle of green where the ice cream had just been dripping on the ground. And then my right hand, the one that was holding the ice cream, was also covered in green.
It was like you'd been in a Teenage.
For the record, I'm not green.
You're not the Hulk, and you've not been in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. At least not to my knowledge, anyway. No, it was just so ridiculous. It was just like mine just went whoosh straight in. It was no problem. And then next minute, I look around and DB's like, just in front of you, about 2 feet in front of you, there's a sort of a big puddle of goop. And I was like, what's happened there? Then he's like, yeah, my ice cream has melted. It was along those lines, if I recall rightly. It was just, oh my God. Good ice creams though. Good ice creams. 4 cheeses, salami, red paprika, shrimps, and garlic herbs. Sounds interesting. I mean, garlic. I have had garlic pizza bread. That's the thing you can get over here. The good thing is I don't have to worry about spoiling the dialogue because there isn't much dialogue at the minute. It's just us wandering through grabbing loot, which is good. But yeah, no, it was really, really good fun. It was definitely worth taking some time off for. But yeah, no, because I mean, DB, if you want to disclose,
No, wait.
You find something?
I love the non-response. You find something? Oh God, it's.
Okay, what? So you hear that, right?
Yes, I do. There's an item
something
off
to
our
the
left,
right,
and there's one off to our left as well.
But
you're still in nav. So if you exit nav, if you exit listen mode, sorry, my brain is
okay,
and then you try and nav, just normal nav. There you go, because it's trying to lead you to the progression point in this instance. Because there's stuff down there.
So the progression. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to get past the progression point.
Yeah.
To get to the items.
Yeah. It doesn't always work like that, but most of the time it kind of does. So let me just see if the game is correct. Oh, did I? Oh no, I broke it. Hold on.
Scooch.
There we go. And lift. That is a big lift. Feels like the beginning of Journey or something. Like with the sort of atmospheric
the kind
music.
of orchestral.
Yeah. I do not blame you for aiming your gun if that's what you even did. It sounded like you did, or at the very least Abby did the animation. Or a similar one. I remember doing that when I was walking through here.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I have to agree.
you're full on things. That's always a good sign. Although the amount of stuff down here is not a good sign. It certainly has been quite the... Yakko! Certainly has been quite the journey already. Oh, for goodness sake. I love it. It's great. No, seriously, it's a good pun. I'll give you that. Goodness me. How many of you are Harry Potter fans in this chat?
Binding.
Or at least, well, fans might be the wrong word to use in light of recent years of certain things, but, you know, how many of you appreciate the books and things?
They had power down here. Look around.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing where it's just like, oh yeah, they have power down here. And you go, why? But it makes sense in a second, I think.
Guess they've got solar. Oh.
You read the books to the fourth one. Why did you stop? Out of curiosity. No judgment. Just interested. And there is a reason I'm asking about this, don't worry.
Abby and Lev approach a radio sitting on a desk.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is...
She glances from a wall to Lev.
Do you see a call sign anywhere?
She searches the radio.
What?
It's a short list of numbers and letters.
He shifts through maps on the desk.
This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? Standing by. Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Lev finds a clipboard with a page of handwritten call signs.
Those are frequencies.
She reads the list, then dials in a frequency on the radio.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
He points to the paper.
Are these other Firefly outposts?
I don't know. Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Her fingers rest under frequency codes for San Diego and Big Sur. She adjusts the radio once more.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Hello? Hello?
Lev shakes his head. Abby notices but persists. She checks the codes and tries a new frequency. Lev steps away.
Is this frequency currently in use? Hello, this is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me?
Wonder what's gonna happen.
If anyone can hear me, please reply. Please answer.
She leans over the desk.
Hi, Abby.
Lev returns.
We got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Where were you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
Dr. Jerry Anderson. He was my dad.
Well, how about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now, with a few more every month.
Owen was right.
She smiles at Lev.
You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
Get to Catalina Island. Approach the large domed building in Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. Over and out.
Speaking of Holy Grail.
Look forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Beaming, she looks at Lev.
Come on, let's get back to the sailboat.
They move away from the radio.
Presumably going to celebrate with strawberries.
Fine. You were right.
What was that?
Why do you make me repeat whenever I'm wrong?
Because it makes me feel better. Because it happens so rarely.
I mean, that's a good line from both sides. This has been going really well. Like, I'm actually surprised that we're this close to the end of the game. When I was playing through on my recent run, I was like, oh my god, wow, we're really quite close.
1/2 alcohol.
Yeah, sorry again, chat, for the lack of commentary. It's just there's so much dialogue. I'm looking forward to getting into an action game again where there's like not as much. Either that or the dialogue is "Stop, Jedi," etc. Probably, or I got a bad feeling.
If I wanted to hear NPCs speak, would I have a microphone in front of my face?
Or no. Or if I wanted to hear NPCs deliver narrative exposition for several hours, is kind of the way it feels. Not that it is bad. It is just a lot. I think that's a fair assessment, right, chat? Not that it's bad. It's just there's a lot of it. That and I already know what's going to happen, so it's not like you're getting live reactions of, oh my god, things! Actually, no, I mean, you do when DB and I find a load of loot. Like, let's say DB were to scan for nav things. Ooh, thing! See what I mean? Staged, but who cares? You get my point. But, yeah. Keep wandering along.
Yeah.
Sound of head crabs and zombies. Yeah, exactly, Gecko. If we can get flipping Rewast to play nice, which I don't know if we can, but we can certainly try. Because I reckon that might be... I forget what the precise issue was we had. But it was... Because I've played a few different games that have all done different things that have been slightly odd. You good? You're just trying to find your way around to there?
I'm stuck.
Well, if you're stuck, you know what to do, or attempt to do.
Get unstuck.
Well, yes. I wasn't going to say it like that, but yes. No, the reason I was saying about Harry Potter books earlier, chat, was because as a part of our little excursion, and I was going to say reunion, but it's not even a reunion because we'd never actually met. As a part of our...
But you also shouldn't call it our union.
No, precisely. As a part of us to going for a drink.
With God as our witness.
Oh God, goodness me. As a part of actually getting together for a drink, DB realised that we were near to a certain prominent Harry Potter location, and we went and had our photos done there, which was a lot of fun, and that went really well. They were actually really lovely, the staff helping out with that. I didn't expect to do it. That wasn't even planned. It just happened. Turned out fine. That didn't turn out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe it did turn out fine. That might have been before we installed Rewast. I forget. Goodness me. I need to look at when I last played it. Are you still stuck?
Yeah, I can't seem to...
Maybe it's just broken. If in doubt, onwards.
So
Oh, it could be through... Actually, could be through a wall that it's trying to take you. In which case, carry on. Like, carry on normally and then try and go through. Oh, you're in front of a building. Okay. So it could just be being odd.
I'm getting an objective marker.
Yeah, so
nav point, but I can't go to
I would
it.
I would say nav round and see, like, normal nav round, and see if it lets you through eventually. Nav assist is balking. Okay, that's good to have that confirmed at least. You're going round little corners is the way I'd like to imagine that anyway. By the way, who's looking forward to all the showcases this week? Namely, I mean, we've got State of Play tonight, which is going to be interesting to see what they reveal there. We've got the Accessibility Showcase on Friday, audio description by me. Yeah, I was very pleased to be invited back to do the AD for this year.
Abby exits a garage. A black-haired man smacks her head with a baseball bat. A dark-haired woman helps the man wrestle Abby to the ground. One of Lev's arrows pierces the dark-haired man's shoulder. A burly, gray-haired man smashes Lev into the garage door. Lev slumps onto the ground. A brunette man helps restrain Abby. The black-haired man recovers, then strikes her in the ribs and face.
Now. Fire up.
They pull Abby's arms behind her back as they force her onto her front.
Come here, let me see you.
The gray-haired man checks the black-haired man.
Wait, what are you doing? Wait.
Oh.
Fuck, man.
The gray-haired man removes the arrow.
You're fine. Get that little one.
The black-haired man tosses Lev's bow as he bends over a motionless Lev.
Don't you fucking touch him!
They gag and bind Abby. Crouching down, the gray-haired man holds Abby's head, inspecting her.
Shit.
Blood covers her mouth and nose.
One hell of a catch, huh?
He releases her head.
Yep, so as Admiral Akbar once said, it's a trap! Kind of.
At a beach, wind brushes lightly against the ripped and tattered white sail of Abby's sailboat. Through the cabin doors, Ellie
So
stands
it's a
inside.
tarp.
No, that's just if you get too wrapped up in it.
Inside the boat, leaning over a table, she compares a map of the coast and a notepad containing a list of crossed-out locations.
Wait.
Where'd you go from here?
She looks from the map to the notepad. Her hand settles on an unmarked location.
2425 Constance.
She moves her hand
Oh.
over the map.
That's gotta be it.
The map's top corners read, City of Santa Barbara. She folds the map up, places it inside a notebook, then turns back towards the boat's open doors.
God, the amount of low frequencies, or sort of low mid, in that. But you are now in game.
Options.
So that whole
X button.
encounter
Select.
just reminded
Circle
me of
button.
something.
Back.
Yes.
When we were flying back last week, after having visited you and visited France and all those other lovely things, we're on a plane, and there's this family in front of us who's kind of getting moved around by a like a airport personnel person.
Airport. Great adjectives. Airport personnel person. Great naming convention. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And the kids are, I don't know, they're kids, but the parents are both like very conspicuously wearing sunglasses, and the man is wearing sunglasses and a trench coat. By the way, it's scorching hot in the airport. He's wearing a trench coat and sunglasses and a baseball cap.
Right.
And we're all very confused, and we're looking around. And fortunately, my partner recognizes the woman. She is, I don't know her at all, but I guess she wrote a book, and before that, I think she was an actress or something. I'm not sure.
Wow.
The man, though, I didn't recognize because, baseball cap, sunglasses, everything.
Yep.
And I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but as soon as I mention him, you'll know him, assuming you've seen the show. Have you seen The Walking Dead?
I've not seen it in full, but I've sort of read bits about it over the years, so I may have enough of a reference, possibly.
So there's a gentleman who shows up, I want to say in season 5, maybe. And it's been like 10 years since I watched the show, so I don't even remember the character's name. This is turning into a terrible story. Anyway, if you've seen the show,
I wasn't gonna say the story is kind of sort of unraveling. The thread of plot is unraveling by degrees.
Who are you? Where am I?
I don't know. I thought that's what I was going to ask you. Anyway, yes. So, Walking Dead character.
If you have seen the show, you would know him as the baseball bat guy.
Oh, Negan.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
But the only reason, funny slight side tangent. The reason I know who Negan is because of Tekken 7. Yeah.
Wait, is he in Tekken?
He is a guest character in Tekken 7.
Oh, wow.
I'm not joking. Go and look it up. You will see. Yeah. So yes, airport guy.
Circle button. Back.
Airport guy Negan. Well, airport guy was Negan, I'm guessing. Well, from.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And they were sitting like probably 5 seats away from us on the plane.
Wow, that's cool.
It was wild, yeah.
that's actually pretty cool. That is very cool.
My prior claim to fame with flying with celebrities was one that probably not a lot of people will get because he's kind of past. It's been a while since his name was big, but John Waters, a very famous director from back in the day, he once elbowed me in a while trying to board.
I mean, you take it,
we were
right?
both flying first class, but he like really wanted to get on the plane first, and I was in front of him, and he just like. And by the way, this was like only a handful of years ago, so he's like 80 something, and he's wearing a smoking jacket and looking fabulous, I might add. And he just kind of elbows me and pushes past me and gets on the plane.
Wow, that's funny. What's everybody else's fun travel stories? If you've had any cool similar ones to that, but no, I kind of like.
Yeah, who have you been elbowed by?
I'm trying to. What is it? Sorry, a terrible pun incoming. What is a tarp adapted to? What is a tarp adapted to Sweetwater called? A carp. That is awful. That is... Gecko, have you been saving these up, sir? Is that what's happened? You've been saving up these puns. Goodness me. No, I can see where you thought about Negan with that sequence happening there. I could see kind of where you, I could see, like, as much as it seems like a really tenuous link, I can kind of see where you're going. Yeah. Even though I can't.
They didn't say what the baseball bat guy had wrapped around his bat, but I assume it could have been barbed wire or something.
Yeah, could well have been. No wonder there was so much blood coming out. Anyway. Just came into your head? Really? Wow, you're good. Right, let us resume.
Okay.
The good thing is you can get baseball bats yourself in this game, I think you've done that once or twice. I ran around with one once trying to hit clickers in the face with it when I had infinite durability turned on, which was highly amusing.
So the good info I traded those fish for turned out to be bogus. Despite our repeated dead ends, my gut tells me the fireflies are in Santa Barbara. Somewhere. I'm picturing the snark I'd be getting if you heard me say that. Shut up. Gonna check out another tip back in the suburbs. Wish us luck. I was sitting by the fire at night with Lev, looking at the waves, thinking about you. I told him your stupid joke about the skateboarding grandma. He laughed so hard he spit out his food. It's the happiest I've seen him yet. I miss you. You'd have liked it here. There are no towns, just small caravans that move up and down the coast. Everyone says Santa Barbara is haunted. Like some Bermuda Triangle. I think it's beautiful. I saw a seal the other day. It had spots. Is this some karmic way of you mocking me?
That's great. That's great, because if you understand how all those references or that reference fits together.
1 artifact.
Do you know what I mean? Did you get how that reference fit together? I'd hope so.
No, I did. What I'm working out is if Ellie is seeing that.
Yeah.
What happened to the author?
Well, I mean, the author is Abby, presumably. Well, presumably, because it's Abby's boat.
Oh, really?
That's the idea.
Or so then who is she writing to?
Street from here.
Writing. I like to think of that as like a diary entry to,
circle button,
to Owen or whatever, because it's like, is this some karmic way of you mocking me? You'd have liked this, whatever the past tense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so she's writing like a diary entry to Owen, who's already dead.
Yeah. I was trying to sort of do that, just be like, spoilery, sort of, kind of. Even though if you're here, you appreciate that spoilers already are long overdue. Not overdue, but like, you know what I mean, chat. Can't do words. And I apologize for the rust, chat. I've lost a few washers on the way back. Probably. Oh, and actually, chat, you might be interested to know that I did do a little 3D print for DB that I handed over to him in person. And it is very much relevant to a thing that he and I have both experienced in the technological world. The look on your face when you saw the print. I just remember back to you just opened it and just started laughing.
I was like, what did he get me? Is it a gadget or a whatchamacallit? Maybe it's a who'da done it?
Nah,
or what's is it?
Or an Ujima
it's
flip.
a gizmo.
Hey, that, you know what? I'll give you that. That is, yeah. It's a little because DB and I have so many gremlins that we have to deal with in tech.
This looks promising.
It was one of those things where I was like, you know what? I'll just print you a gremlin. Why not? And I've printed a little like 4-inch tall version of Gizmo. And he's sticking a finger up in a rather profane gesture. I'm not going to tell you which finger, but you can probably guess. But yes, indeed, Gecko, well guessed. Yeah, but a gremlin indeed. I'm actually contemplating printing one for myself and sticking it sort of nearby on stream. Not that it would necessarily be in camera shot, but it would just be kind of there.
I don't know why you think it's a profane gesture, because, you know, I live in New York, and here that gesture just means, hey, I'm walking here.
Oh, my word. You know what? I've missed this. I think you have as well, right? Would you say that's fair?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Whee! Over we go. Always a good idea to keep scanning for stuff. Over there. There we I love the idea that she just kind of trips over and just, ow! You know, just like misses the jump slightly. You could, in theory, just run this if you wanted to. Like, if you wanted to speed the process up. But if you want to grab everything... well, if you want to grab all the things, you can. I'm not going to stop you. There might be collectibles. I'm just saying. There's items on the floor.
I just heard a thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't a special thing. But it's a thing. So... You are a straightforward loot goblin. You see loot, you have to go and retrieve. Am I right? Yeah, F&F, Secret of the Mimic. Ooh, I'm not familiar with that.
2x4, durability,
I'm familiar with the franchise. You know what? Time to ask, would you rather kill a zombie or live in the zombie apocalypse? That was awful. As are most of the puns, but that's why you're here. Come for the puns, stay for the gameplay. Just hope that neither are too terrible that they make you want to leave. Ugh. And me trying to say that one breath was terrible.
Apocalypse, by the way.
Yes.
You know it's coming out very soon. 28 years later.
Yeah, and it feels like it's been about 28 years. It hasn't. But it feels like it.
Well, it's not too far off. It's been, what, 24?
Well, since the original 28 days, no. Wait, no, 28 days was like, I want to say 20, no, 28 days was, I have to go and look it up, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's been a while, is what we're trying to say. It's been a while.
Hey, chat, pretend you're a digital assistant, and we just said, hey, digital assistant, when did 28 days later come out originally?
Yeah, just don't do the chat GPT thing and start giving us overly verbose prose that are way too flowery for anybody to use.
Here we go.
And if chat comes back with, I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that, then we know we got a problem.
Yeah. No, that's a different film. That's a very different film, especially if chat is located in Houston. Wow, stringing movie references together like anything. You know what you got to do? You got to find an axe on the floor and then find a door to break down and go, "Here's Ellie." Just that would be pretty funny if you could do that.
Honestly, with how long we've been playing Abby, like, Ellie is kind of starting to seem kind of like Jack at this point, you know?
It just keeps reappearing every so often and coming back for the climax of the whole
work
thing.
And no play makes Ellie a dull...
Zombie apocalypse survivor. It doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? But remember, this is the post-apocalypse, so keep your eyes and ears and everything else peeled. Which sounds like what we tried to do to that clicker earlier, or what it probably would have done to us if it had got hold of us before you blasted it in the face like the Doomslayer with an incendiary shotgun shell. There. Oh, hold on. Oh, goodness me. Gecko! Goodness me! I'll say in a second, hold on.
Now what? Mesa Bluff. I'm here, and Santa Barbara proper is that way.
Okay. So, and zombies are that way. Sorry, for those that can see in chat, zombies are that way, pointing in both directions at once.
Like the cartoon thing where they like...
It's like, where did they go? That way! And they're pointing in 2 different directions. So bear in mind... Yeah. Oh, yeah. So how we do... Okay. Yeah, you're going all stealth. Just remember you have all of your stuff. And also... Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, oh, there's a thing on your right. There you go, it should take you over there. Reminds you of ChatGPT saying an actor isn't in Heat, misunderstanding that people were asking about the movie Heat, not the other one. Wow, that is, yeesh.
Durability 4.
That is dubious, but also very funny and not unsurprising.
5 parts.
How many washers have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there they are! And also, there's a thing on the floor.
17 parts.
Thing on the floor. Although, there. Readable things.
I know I told you I'd wait for you here, but it's not safe. Rattlers are all through these woods. I can't risk getting chained up again. I'll be in that place where I told you that ping pong ball joke. I miss your laugh. Hope you got out okay.
Oof. See, that's an ominous thing to read, just the way it's worded. Just, ugh. And also the fact that the word rattlers was mentioned just as the music kind of kicked back in a small amount. I was like, oh man, the timing. Also...
Well, wait a second.
Action rifle, pump shotgun,
yeah.
Shotgun ammo.
What did I say?
Shotgun bow, arrows.
Yeah.
Aha.
Loaded bow, arrows. 1.
That's what I was saying. I was trying to sort of jog your memory.
2.
I wouldn't say use that yet, to be honest. Well, no, I could say no. I'd say use the normal stuff. Normal stuff is fine. Save the big bada boom ones until you need them.
Wait, which ones am I using?
Use the normal ones that you've got there now.
You are crouched and aiming. Health 100. Bow equipped.
Go on.
1. Ammo loaded. 5.
Go on.
Reserve.
You had a shot there. Where did it go?
I was trying to listen to the ammo. Do I have regular ammo or
yes,
explosive ammo?
You have regular on, so you're fine.
Okay. Oh.
Come on, Aloy. I mean, Ellie. Oh, you trying to... Okay. I was going to say you're trying to sneak round. That's what it looks like you're doing. You're not navving towards the enemy. Oh, I see.
Oh.
And also, you have a a free brick, essentially, because you've got... Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't, because you grabbed that as Abby. My brain was like, brick! And then I was like, oh, no. But you do have a throwable, because it didn't let you pick the brick up. Uh-oh. Yeah. So, no, you have got a throwable on you, so if you wanted to use that, if you wanted to go for an up-close stun kill, you could. Could be fun, once you get round there.
Bottle 1.
Oh, it's a bottle. That's not terrible. But I would get closer. I would be way closer, so you can guarantee to land it. Yeah, just follow. Just follow round. Whoa, hello. Uh-oh.
That was way too close.
Yeah, you might want to aim.
They?
You want over to your right. You might want to aim because they're making their way over. I think it's a stalker that's seen you. Maybe? Yeah, run in. Run in. Oh no, this is bad. This isn't ideal. This is not ideal. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is bad. That is a clicker. Uh-oh. Oh! That was a trade and he won. Kind of.
Wow.
Yeah, so the unfortunate thing was you threw the bottle, you weren't close enough at all to hit the, because what you can do if you're close enough, you can actually run in and deliver the strike afterwards. So I would suggest just aiming and shooting these with your bow, probably, even from this range.
Arrows 1 loading.
Because then it's silent.
Reserve. Explosive arrows 2.
Nice. 1 down. Then you've just got maybe 1 or 2 left. I wasn't counting, but there you go. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little hairy, doesn't it? Sometimes. Not always. Don't bother, don't bother. Just take the... Oh, okay. I mean, you're way too close to be able to... You're way too close to maybe. Yeah, you. Oh, nice. Turn around. Oh, you can get this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would have gone encounter, but yeah. Oh no, that's the checkpoint. Yeah, that is the. Yeah, that's about right there. What you could do, in theory, you could use the bottle as a distraction object and then take them out with like whatever gun you want to use. So this one down here is free. Basically, as you're getting close, they're spotting you. That's the problem. And hop. So this next one, you wanna not go for the item. You wanna go for the guys first, or the enemies first. Okay, fair enough. You grabbed the arrow. That's also reasonable.
Yeah, that's what I was
hoping it was.
I figured it's got.
Good shot! You hardly lined that up and it connected. Uh-oh, that's all right. You've got one more. There you go. Sometimes the bow is a little strange. I think you hadn't fully drawn it. Maybe. Tentative. But, yeah. Well done.
Back to it.
So if you get a line of dialogue like that, chat, normally that means that you've completed the encounter. Normally. Not always, but...
Why do you say normally?
No, just generally. Just, you know. No, I'm being serious. Like, generally, that's what it means.
But in this case, it also means that?
Well, I don't know what you mean by that or this. In this case.
Well, you're making it sound very ominous. You're like, normally when you get that sound, it means you're safe.
No, I just mean they're
leaving the hanging. But in this case,
no, I'm not. That's you. That's all in you. That's all. If we're gonna make a zombie reference, that's all in your head.
Normally when you find a workbench, that means you're safe.
Except for the one time where you get smacked in the back of the face by that was so funny. You were just like, ah. Oh god, it always annoys me whenever I go to that part in the game. Like, because in the back of my mind, I've had it in my head the whole time, and yet it still sometimes is just like, ah. So yeah, I totally get that. Or is that when I did with Rat King? I was like, you probably want to save here now before you do anything else. Although, to be fair, that turned out to be the best thing. Because you got through... Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what that means. You can use other things that aren't the bow and arrow, but, you know, you have options. Ooh, maybe. You hadn't even fully drawn that.
Sound?
That's the clicker's like body armor stuff.
Oh,
that's why it goes.
Killed it.
That's why it goes ping. Like that's when you've hit it. So just because you've hit the armor doesn't mean you're not gonna get the kill. Does that make sense?
Huh.
Yes. No. Kind of. Kind of. I mean, I had to wonder what that was, and then I was like, yeah, it's probably just the armor. The only thing that makes sense, really, in my mind. I like the way you're playing. You are reminding me so much of me when I played this for the first time. Just kind of creeping through, playing it like I'm Solid Snake or something. Just except without the cardboard box. Or the twirly revolver stuff that Ocelot ends up doing. It's funny as well, because we've always said, oh, we will play a Metal Gear game, and we just haven't managed to yet.
Hope I can cut through here.
Ooh. Fungus armor. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, Sean. But yeah, no. I saw somebody had done a life-sized clicker bust. I was like, oh, that's got to be creepy and really cool. Ooh. Even more pills on the floor, helping me to upgrade my skills.
Move much faster in listen mode. Hold R1 button to sense nearby enemies through walls, plus 100% movement speed. Cost 40 supplements. You have 13 supplements.
Oh, unlucky number. Well, I mean, guess it. Oh, you can craft shivs and stuff, remember? I think.
Oh.
I think. Do you get shivs? I forget.
Recipe requires alcohol and
have a look.
Molotov. Inventory full. Smoke bomb. Inventory
Oh, you've got
full.
the.
Shred lines.
I thought I couldn't
Inventory
remember if
full.
you had
With
shivs.
explosive arrow. Missing ingredients.
Well, you got the.
You are missing arrows. Missing ingredients. Melee up.
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't.
Silencer.
Oh no, wait.
Inventory full. Recipe requires rag and.
I thought you did. No, you. Yeah, no, you do. You get the ability to do shivs because you had a shiv required message come up earlier, didn't you? God, you can tell it's been a while since I've played this. Or was that with Zabby?
Oh, no, that was Zabby.
That's the trouble. I think it's where we've played 2 character segments back to back that it just. Oh.
1/2.
That's a sound you haven't.
CBB 73 trading card.
That's a sound you haven't. Yay!
It's been a while since we've had one of these.
CBB 73. CBB 73. Home planet Mars. Brains 40. Brawn 100. Affiliation Future Alliance. The latest in a long line of synthetic warriors, the CBB-73 was designed to fight battles deemed too dangerous or cruel for humans. But when the Future Alliance captured one on Titan, their scientists used it to test their latest AI ethics technology. Now a trusted ally, CBB is willing to take point on all of the Future Alliance's dangerous missions, always reminding them I am reliable and expendable. But, in times of high tension, CBB struggles not to slip back into its original function as a killing machine. Neutral hero.
It's basically the Terminator. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle, and all those explosive arrows.
What was the and you're not allowed to kill anyone, and then he shoots a bunch of people, and he's like, I told you not to shoot anyone. He's like, no, you told me not to kill anyone.
Yeah, it was
because you just shot over the kneecaps.
Yeah, it was along those lines, wasn't it? Yeah. I like stuff like that. It's funny. It's very sort of Marvel movie as of like now, isn't it? It's like don't kill anyone. Proceeds to annihilate everybody's kneecaps. I told you not to. I told you not to. No, you told me not to kill anyone. I need to watch the actual scene of that because I do remember seeing it. It's been a while. But yeah, good luck on the Switch pre-order thing, Sean. As I said in the chat.
Or are you gonna try to get in line and wait?
I haven't pre-ordered one personally, just for the record. But that's partly because. That's partly because of Shamblers over to our left. No. So, remember what kills Shamblers very well. But also, oh god.
Wait, is that more than one?
This is getting out of hand. No, there are 2 of them. So I would personally, if I may advise, if I may,
you may.
I would suggest using the big hand cannon of infinite death. Because you have it, and you've got... No, not that. You know what I mean. Think. What kills Shamblers very, very well? And it's not in that slot.
Well, the hunting pistol, which Ellie doesn't have.
Yeah. This is the trouble. We keep thinking about stuff, and it's like, this will be great. But, you've had this before, right? You get back into a game, and your brain's like, oh, yeah. Things, I don't have this. It's like when you start a new run of a game you've just finished recently, isn't it? And you're like, why isn't this runic attack doing the... Oh, I don't have it yet. I don't unlock it until 10 hours in. or whatever it is. No, so actually, you were on the right track. What I would possibly suggest, if you want to try
Explosive arrows?
well, Molotovs.
Oh, that's what I had. That's what I just
no, that's what I'm saying. I would suggest that, and then just firing whatever you want at it. This is when New Game Plus is a thing. Yes. But it wouldn't it would be funny if you could have loadout crossover. That'd be fun. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Just Ellie with the hunting pistol. Just
so
bolt action rifle, pump shotgun, shotgun ammo.
I mean
6 loaded bolt action rifle, rifle ammo. 6
I would say
loaded, 3
utilize that. You can even start
6
the
loaded, 2
oh wait.
reserve options.
Ellie got the damage upgrade for the revolver, right?
Yes. I don't know if we can check. I think she did. So it's basically I wonder how powerful it actually is. It's probably pretty reasonable. But I would say Molotov first, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
you got
thinking
3.
Molotov and then
Molotov
revolver.
into revolver. Yeah, we can try that.
Okay.
Bottle, 1 Molotov.
So you want to get round there first, just to give you enough. You may not even have to fight these at all, but who cares? Oh, hello. There's stuff that isn't shamblers here as well, if you spotted that. Apologies, chat, for my lapse in memory. It's been a long day. So
Wait, that's a shambler, right?
yeah. What you could do...
Oh.
There's one. There you go, that's 2 revolver shots and a Molotov. And then the other one's coming at you. Oh, or it will be. Yep, coming towards you. Kind of. You are way too close for that. Yep, move. And again, run! Go, move! That works.
I think I got
And then
him, yep.
coming in on your right. Or kind of. Oh, wait, have they not cottoned on? Or are they just... Good shot. And one more. Yeah, dodge and then retaliate. If you can. There you go. Nicely done. I mean, you took a bit of damage, but you didn't do too badly.
You are standing. Health 65. Crafting available.
Yeah, I mean, not terrible though. It was only because you threw that Molotov and you were way too close. But that's the...
Oh, for the second one?
Yeah, for that second one, you were way too close and you basically stood in the fire for like 5 seconds. It was like, this is nice and warm. Oh, and speaking of damage upgrades, well, I said damage upgrades. You're not going to get one, but you can check here.
Stability. Close range shotgun with high damage and slow reload speed. You have 85 bolt action rifle.
What have
Available
you...
upgrades.
I'd go stability on... Well, I mean, you could go scope on that if you want to get the scope. You could go stability, you could...
Shot bow. Available upgrades. Stability, rangefinder, long range bow with silent shots and slow draw speed.
Yeah, I mean you've got options. I would say your bow is a fun one. Stability, like stability on all of these is useful potentially. Just makes your shots almost easier to guarantee.
For the bow or for the rifle?
Out of those two, out of those two, probably the rifle might be. Yeah, those two, because you've got. I mean, it depends on what you're gonna. Yeah, you choose. It's a your choice kind of a thing. But out of those two, I would say. Yeah, I mean, either one. Partly because I know what's coming and I'm not going to tell you.
40% stability. Cost 50 weapon parts. You have.
It was, however, right in front of it. It was also lit. Yeah, no. To use modern parlance, I think that encounter was pretty fire.
Pump shotgun has no craftable.
Oh, you haven't. You haven't got any.
Fully upgraded revolver has no.
I love the fact that we upgraded the pistol as the first gun, and it's the first gun you get in the game. There's also a thing or two over there. No, you wanna nav round, move away, and yeah. There you go.
1/2 binding 9 parts.
Yay! That's all right.
Should give me those beforehand.
I know, right? Infuriating. Chat, what is your biggest, oh, I wish I'd have remembered I had that, or surely I have that and I don't?
I'm gonna go talk to the rattlers. I'm sorry I'm telling you like this, but I didn't want you to stop me. We're starving. We can't leave the area with you and Abuela like you are. It's only a matter of time before they find us. If I can join them, we could all be protected. I know this is scary, but I love you and I'm willing to do whatever I need to keep you both safe. Arnie.
From all the other notes that I've read about the Rattlers, they seem less like a organization that you join and more like an organization that you feed.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, less of an organisation that you join and more of an organisation that refuses to let you. With quite severe consequences for even trying. Just hydrating.
1. Lead pipe. Durability. 5.
So remember, few swings and then you can upgrade. That's always the thing I tried to keep in the back of my mind when I was doing my grounded run. Even though it was glitchy, I was still like, when can I do this? You know. It was funny doing a very light permadeath run on PC. It was very strange. I was like, what am I doing when I got part way in? I was like, why did I do this?
1. Revolver ammo.
Just one bullet. I got a bullet with your name on it. And the bullet just says clicker. It's like, how did you think? It's like, how did you think I was gonna? Sorry, yeah.
I'm assuming you've for obvious reasons never played snooker or like American pool or anything.
I've actually given it a go. It's kind of fun. Like, not
really. How did that go?
Not too bad. It's mostly just like having help to line it up and then trying to hit it, which is.
Oh, actually, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun in its own way because you still have to hit it well enough and with the right degree of precision in terms of like power level. So it's not like it's completely ludicrous. It's not as fun as it could be if you could actually see it, of course. But but it's still, you know, as long as I understand how it works and the mechanics of the shot I'm trying to hit, I find fun in it. I've not done it for many years though, but I have tried it and it's kind of fun. Why? What's your?
Well, years ago, even though I live in the U.S. where snooker is practically unheard of, I happened to live near a bar that had a snooker table, and I used to be a regular there along with a guy named Robert, who was quite a bit older than me. I was like in my mid-20s at the time. He was probably 65, 70. But he played snooker, so every time I'd see him there, he'd teach me how to play.
Nice.
And I really enjoyed it. It actually got me into watching it on TV. So now I actually watch the British snooker tournaments.
Oh, wow.
Because we don't. I think they have some here, but they're not very good. But anyway.
Wow. Just dismissing the entire scene at once. Wow.
I mean, if for anyone who knows snooker, if you've seen Ronnie O'Sullivan play, like there is no other snooker player you need to watch, really, right? Like,
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Certainly not any American one. So anyway, I played snooker exclusively for probably about three or 4 years, and I never got all that good at it. I got good enough that, you know, Robert and I could go head to head, but that's about it. I wasn't competitive by any means. However, a snooker table is significantly larger and the pockets are significantly smaller than a standard pool table.
Right.
The end result being that if you've only been playing snooker for 3 years, the next time you go back to a pool table, it's miniature with giant pockets.
Oh, God.
So to your point of playing on very easy and being like, why am I doing this? I played pool against a coworker because I had not played for 3 years, and we started playing. And by the way, nobody at that job knew that I played pool at all. So we just started playing, and it was just a nice, friendly game. Except it ended up being not so friendly because he got the break, didn't sink anything, and then I cleared the table. And he looked at me like, What was that? I'm like, sorry.
Oh my God, he had a boss moment. He was like, what was that just killed me? Actually, to be fair, that's kind of a you moment in some games as well, isn't it? It's like, how did we die from that? It's like, oh, okay. No, that's brilliant though. But it's funny. It's like when I played Give Me God of War in Ragnarok. I then went back to like sort of easier difficulties, and I was like, oh, I get this is so much easier. Just like you see the difference immediately. No, I was saying, chat. What's everybody's like? Oh, have I? What's everybody's? I forgot this gun wasn't in my inventory, and I wanted it to be there kind of moment. I'm guessing you must all have ones in your respective games.
Okay.
Probably.
Santa Barbara's downhill.
It's like in even fighting games.
25 constants.
Even fighting games have it.
What is that chirping sound?
That's just a hint. Trying to tell you where to go. Over to your right. Which you will get to, of course, via nav assist. Not before you loot everything off the ground. Oh,
I just hiccuped. Excuse me.
Oh my word! I hate that when hiccups just appear. It's just like you're laughing away, and then it's like, it's like ah.
Down there.
Oh my word! Wee! Oh god! I like the feel of that. It's like an Uncharted sort of slide. Ooh!
1 health kit, 6
Oh.
supplements.
They just give you a free health kit. Speaking of which, you haven't healed up yet, have you? Or did you?
1
I did.
finding.
Oh, cool. No, I did.
I think I did.
You are crouched.
I didn't
Health,
see you do it.
100
Oh,
and 15.
Yeah.
Crafting available.
nice. Ah, 2 numbers higher, and you'd be a Spartan. 117.
Oh.
You're only 2 numbers off.
That took me a second. Yes.
You were like, hold on. You'd love to forget the solution to the puzzles so you could re-experience? Yeah, no, I get you. I get your point. Yeah. To be honest, I always appreciate knowing parry timings of stuff. But the funny one is, when you try and parry an enemy and the attack is going to take longer because you're on an easier difficulty, you've got one. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance. Anyway,
arrows. 1 loaded. 2.
yeah, we
reserved.
like normal
Explosive
arrows.
2 craftable.
Yeah, you can hit that from here. Nice shot.
Got you.
That's why you fully draw your bow. You got a second one. Second one coming in. No? Okay. You might have to go a little closer. That's normal nav. Yeah, you might be able to hit that from here. Probably, if... No? Okay. You might have to nav round. Might be one of those. Maybe you have to come round the... Maybe? Maybe, yeah. Oh, you could stealth that. No need to take that shot. You could just stealth it. Yeah. Just gotta go down that little drop there. It's like we're doing golf commentary. It's like, and all he has to do is go, go down that little drop there, wander up, and just very, very, very carefully, without being spotted. There was no need to. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Hold on.
I got the sound.
Yeah, but you didn't need to. You didn't at that closer range. You could have just crept up and stealthed it.
1
But you've got enough stuff to do arrows anyway. You've got enough.
1 arrow.
Oh no.
There we go.
So, are there any enemies around? Oh, you know what? I see one over there. There's
1 arrow.
an infected. Needs to be removed from the field of play. You know, just casually stealthed. Actually, wait, is that 1 or 2? I don't know. Who cares? Let's eliminate this threat. Wait a minute, I sound like a brute. Let's eliminate this threat. No, you know what? Doesn't suit me. You know what? We're just gonna wander up here and... Oh, no. He's not gonna... No? Is Ellie gonna see sense and just go for stealth? Possibly. Possibly. Oh, no. Why do I have the feeling this is all gonna go horribly wrong? Oh, and Ellie with the... Ooh. Ow. What? Why? Just, you know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave because this is all too violent. Even for me as a member of the Covenant race. Like all of the Covenant. But, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to watching, Master Chief fail compilation videos. You know, that one where he, jumps off a really high cliff and just goes, bah! Yeah, that one. That's great.
And that is a reference.
Did you join a non-violence covenant?
Depends what kind of a day the Brutes are having. Again.
Ellie is yanked into the air by a snare in a tree. She swings into a broken branch, puncturing her side. She clutches at the bloody wound. She pulls out her knife, but drops it.
Oh.
Dangling, she reaches towards the knife, then grabs her side. She compresses the wound. An engine block keeps weight on the other end of the rope.
Feels very reminiscent of part 1, kind of.
A vein on her forehead bulges. Her eyes slowly close.
It's great how that just happens out of nowhere. You're going through taking out infected and then just...
Hanging from the tree, Ellie opens her eyes. Blood streams down the side of her face.
Something tree
Blurred
of whispers.
figures approach.
Abby.
See? We got a live one.
They are the gray-haired and black-haired men who caught Abby.
This bitch is fucked up.
The gray-haired man drops her down.
We'd be lucky if she lasts a month.
The black-haired man removes the snare.
Can we please just say we're done for the day?
Yeah, get that thing down. Let's reset the traps.
The black-haired man glances at a hanging infected.
Really, man?
He steps backwards.
I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
The infected reaches for him.
No. I'm good.
The man checks his shoulder and arm.
Something funny?
Ellie watches from the ground.
Looks like you shit your pants.
Fuck you say?
Oh, bitch.
Oh, you like funny, huh? Get up.
Come on.
Get up.
We don't need
No,
this.
man, she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on.
The black-haired man forces Ellie towards the dangling infected. Ellie ducks under the infected as she pulls the black-haired man into the creature. She grabs a machine gun from the man's shoulder, then fires it at the gray-haired man.
Nicely done. Yeah.
Gun aimed, Ellie marches to the gray-haired man.
Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple months ago.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, big girl. Blonde. Arms like mine. She had a scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth.
Ellie stares down at him.
Yeah, that's her. You let me go. I'll tell you where she is.
He clutches his thigh.
Get to her before that infection takes over.
Ellie glances down at a bite on the outside of her hand.
Oh yeah, infection, right. Totally
Yeah.
worried about that. Thanks.
I mean, you should be.
In our camp.
Where's that?
Head that way till you hit the railroad track. That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building.
Turning, Ellie stares back. She faces the man.
I swear.
She raises the gun. Blood sprays from his chest as she shoots him. His head slumps. She struggles to sling the gun over her shoulder, then holds her wound.
She's like, I'm a
She moves
badass.
her
Wait a
hand as
minute.
she
No, I'm
stares
not.
down at her
Ow.
blood-soaked tank top.
That's kind of the way I think of that. She's like, I'm cool. Ow. Maybe not. Ow. But to be fair, that was a pretty cool idea. Just leading the people into the infected.
Tall, round building.
Oh, I got a trophy.
Yay!
What trophy did I get?
I-
Find out after the stream.
I honestly can't remember. But yeah, you can. Yeah, this is going to be gameplay. In.
Fuck.
After this swear word.
We'll go back.
get a gun. Tell the others to search the area. Make sure
Pause it a
he's
second.
the only one that got out.
Options.
You just to clarify what it said in the background, you have a silenced submachine gun as your new weapon.
Silent?
Silenced, yeah. My game audience, though, you're the first one to say that. Thank you for telling me. Let me look. Where are we? No, it shouldn't be low. Shouldn't be. I can turn it up a little, but let me just turn it up slightly. Just don't want to turn it up too much because it does get a little loud. Let's try that. Just slightly louder. Let's see. Right. Yeah, so you now have a new gun.
So I can just shoot everyone with this and nobody will be any the wiser.
Well, they might spot you occasionally, but, you know, that's standard.
Okay, then. Let's see what we got.
Watch out for infection.
Yeah.
I find out anyone helped him. They're going in the fucking...
That was timing. They're going in the... That was great. But, Okay. Oh, why is that not working? There we go. Yep, so you are now free to maneuver. Free to maneuver as needed. And items and enemies and... Oh, good. Wow, useful shot, because that was a dog.
What was that sound?
So that was armor and armored stuff.
Group. I better find her before these.
Yeah, I didn't want to turn it up too loud because I wanted us to still be audible, Sean. Yeah, I like the silenced SMG. It's very cool. The funny thing was, I never actually really used it in this first section here. I never actually used it because I didn't realize I'd got it. I was like, oh,
SMG ammo.
Yeah, I would. Can I to give you a word of advice? I would always keep that loaded. Make sure it's all.
Ammo. 0 loaded. 8.
That's
reserved.
why. That's precisely why, because then you pick it up and you plug it in as you go along. Kind of like keeping your battery packs charged. I don't know. It's a strange analogy, but you know what I mean. Oh, that is
20.
health.
Health total 125.
Yay, healths. Yeah, I mean, this is... I do rather like that sort of section of the game where it's just that part of the game where you see that infected and then there's like 3 people around there, 3 or 4 people. You're like, ooh, enemies. It's like, new gun. It's like, yay! Very cool indeed.
New gun. And here's an opportunity to learn how to use your new gun.
Exactly. I enjoy games where they do that. You're just like, new thing. Test it. It's like, cool. Will do.
Cool.
Yeah? You're gonna... No?
Where'd it go?
There. You're gonna open the thing?
I'm trying.
Triangle.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, I say you're trying, and I'm saying you should be triangle. There you go. It's a funny noise. It sounds like they're stuck in...
Health kit. Inventory full. Molotov.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. But also, I would craft arrows first as well.
Alcohol. 3. Rag.
Because you're running low on arrows.
1. Maximum. 3. Explodes on impact.
Oh yeah, you've got enough to you've got enough to craft 2 of those and then have 1 spare.
Explosive arrow. Craftable. Recipe
I
requires
mean,
explosive.
I would say normals,
Binding.
but
You
you've got
have
enough for...
Explosive. 3. Binding. 3. Explosive arrow. 2. Maximum. 3. Detonates on arrows.
Okay.
Craftable.
Yeah.
Recipe requires binding and blade. You have
This is the thing, it's like
binding,
the
3,
resource
blade,
management
3,
central.
Arrows.
Good.
3. Maximum. You now have 5.
There you go.
Arrows.
Leave it there, I would say.
Smoke bomb. Inventory. Molotov.
And then
Craftable.
craft a couple of
Recipe
those.
Requires, you now have
And then
2.
again.
Molotov.
And then you should be able to leave one.
Craft. You now have
Then you've got enough
3.
for one
Molotov.
extra, should you so need it.
Okay.
Again,
Listen,
not
note
telling you what to do,
description,
just
not
giving
about supplements.
suggestions.
Move much faster. Collectibles, artifacts, upgrade, crafting, Molotov.
You don't stand around waving that about. Not a good idea.
Loaded. 0.
I think you did that once, didn't you? You threw one by accident.
Yes.
It's like, I didn't mean to. I was like, yeah, exactly.
Was it? Oh, wait. Was that when I was throwing things to set off the landmines?
Oh, I think it might have been. Yeah, I think you might have thrown one and blown yourself up.
I was like, well, this is a bottle.
It's like, was like, no, well, actually, no. I'm sure you've accidentally blown yourself up at least once, but only got binding there. There we go, nice. And more alcohol.
Alcohol.
Half a whiskey somebody just left lying around, or a rum and coke. Nice. Oh yeah, that's a point, chat. I tried a non-alcoholic rum the other day as part of a mocktail.
Revolver ammo.
As much as I do, of course, we condone responsible drinking here on the channel. I do enjoy a good proper rum and coke though, myself. And I tried a non-alcoholic rum as a part of one with ginger beer. And you know what? Wasn't bad. I mean, you could tell it wasn't actual alcoholic rum, but it tasted all right. There you go, nice. See, it's kind of strange that Eddie doesn't get shivs. Was that a funny noise, or was that just me? Probably just me. There is glass on the floor. I don't know why, it's just the tiny details that stick out when you're not playing the game yourself.
1/2 alcohol.
You're being diligent as ever. Your loot goblin instincts serve you well. To be honest, the music doesn't really do anything to encourage you to feel safe and secure. Just the kind of ominous, swirly ambience in the background. Or is that just me?
Revolver ammo. 3. Loaded. 1.
Good. Good idea.
Revolver, semi-auto pistol. Pistol ammo. 10. Loaded. 6. Silenced submachine gun. SMG ammo. 8. Loaded. 0. Silenced submachine gun. Bow. Arrows. Bow.
Yeah,
arrows.
well,
1.
yeah.
Loaded. Pump shotgun. Pump shotgun. Shotgun ammo. 6. Loaded. 2. Reserve.
Oop.
Silenced pump shotgun.
Ominous noises.
Bolt action rifle. Bolt action rifle.
You're just like, I'm going to go through all of my guns and check.
3.
Yeah.
Silenced submachine. Bolt action rifle.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm just going to check all my guns and see how they are.
4. Reserve. Explosive
Don't ask me why the score sounds like Dead Space. It just does. Kind of, doesn't it? Just kind of does that. That's the thing though, this game keeps you on your toes. I don't know why, just just this whole atmosphere is brilliant. It's just so like unnerving. Or is that just me thinking that? I'm guessing not, judging by the quiet, focused look on your face. For lack of a better way of describing it to chat. Just hydrating with ginger cordial. Oh, yay! Sometimes they just walk into it. Yeah, sometimes characters will just appear out of nowhere.
But there was no.
No.
Ah.
We like that sound.
1/2
Oh,
alcohol.
we don't like that though.
We don't mind it. You know why? Because it means they're aware of you, but it means you can also find them. Good idea. Nice. You know what that means? Well, I mean, no. So that you heard a thing drop to the floor, right? You know what that means?
I'm out of silencer?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I switched weapons.
Yeah. That's fair, but you switched to the silenced machine gun.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, no. What I mean is they'd heard you. Remember? Yep. Yeah. That's fair. There you go. That's fair. A little scrappy, for lack of a better word, but well done. The good thing is they didn't hit you. Uh-oh.
8 SMG ammo, 1 pistol ammo,
Wow, you got
13 parts.
You got loads of stuff. Oh. You might wanna. You might wish to reconsider. It's a shame you didn't have the shotgun. You could have just. But that's all right. That means you've basically got rid of all those. I enjoy the infinite ammo arrows only version of this, where you stand back and you just go ping, and they just go. There's like in the distance. You're like, yep. There's 1. There's 2.
1 wrench durability 5.
Yeah. I mean that's the same durability. Oh no, actually no. Hold on. Grab that pipe off the floor. I've just realised because you might. I don't know if have you used that.
1 lead pipe durability 5.
No, you haven't used it yet.
So why did it guide me to it then?
Because it's just on the floor. It just does that.
Oh.
Sometimes it's for durability. Sometimes it's for other stuff. But I think lead pipes are normally quite good. I personally rather enjoy lead pipes. They're quite fun.
0 loaded 16 reserve.
Nice. You're using the SMG quite well, actually. It's not the easiest of guns to work with.
10 SMG.
God, blimey, you're like a post-apocalypse kid on Christmas. Just getting presents of here's a box of SMG ammo for you. Here's a how to make a Molotov kit for you. Here's a how to impose barbed wire fencing as a part of your daily routine. For, I don't know.
3/4 binding 3 revolver ammo.
Just the idea of that is funny. Just what would be the most ridiculously funny post-apocalypse survival book, do you reckon,
Recipe
chat?
requires Molotov, smoke bomb, trap mines. Inventory full. Recipe requires smoke bomb, Molotov, health
What
kit,
are you?
inventory,
What are you?
silencer,
Ah,
vegetable.
good
Recipe
idea.
requires rag and canister. You have rag 2 canister 3.
Yeah, you've got enough to make
silencer,
one.
0
Yeah.
maximum. You now have 1 silence.
I remember teaching you. I remember the initial version of interacting with silencers that we had happen.
Silencer equipped.
It's just like 1, 2, 3, and I was like, "There's a thing you might want to craft now." And cut to a couple of seconds later, you aim, you fire, the gun goes bang, and you're like, "Oh no!" Oh, speaking of things going bang, it's more of a crash, but
canister.
yeah. Oh wow, you got most of a canister back. Nice, which is good. Or silencers. Yeah, let's keep going. See, this is why I enjoy my infinite ammo and infinite crafting runs as well, because you don't have to worry about any of this.
1/2 rag.
You can just, like, I mean, in theory, you could just go anyway, but there's loot on the floor, so you know, it is what it is. There's loot there, so whoop. Ooh, and a special over there. You're doing really well with this. Honestly, I'm very impressed.
2 pistol ammo.
And I've said it before, but I will keep saying it because it keeps continuing to be true.
1 pistol ammo.
Even if I have to ask you the right questions to get you to sort of figure the mechanics out. I'm like, you had a thing drop to the floor, yeah, right? And you're like, oh yeah, means
Maybe I can get in that.
and I'm like, that means what? And you're like, I'm out of silencer? I'm like, yep.
Journal entry added. Press touchpad.
I like the
to view.
haptics for that. The little like scribble haptics. They're fun. Yep, let's maneuver around. The good thing is the reverb, I think, comes as part of the remaster. Or like the extra reverb. Because there was some in the original, but I don't think it was...
Okay.
I don't remember it being that pronounced.
To the resort.
So the original, It was just verb. But here it's reverb.
No, because it's reimagined. Actually, no, we're talking about Resident Evil then, aren't we? Oh, speaking of which, I picked up Resident Evil 6 because it's on sale on Xbox for $3.99.
Wow.
Which is good. I haven't actually played it yet. Apparently, it's got enough accessibility to be beatable with that site, though I may need to be shown the ropes by somebody else first, which I'm totally happy to do. Would people want to see me stream that on my own at some point? Because I would have no idea where to begin, and it could be kind of funny. From the knees, Ellie. There we go. And the hint vanishes into oblivion. Wait a minute, wrong game. Anyway. God. Yep. I believe this is a point where you could probably run it, but, you know, you might want to just keep checking for loot. Just keep doing what you're doing, because if it ain't broken, don't fix it, kind of thing. And also cause ladder. There we go, up we go. Yay!
Shit. Let's move!
Oh,
God.
That looks like a tall, round building.
And flop. Ow. Yeah, so now...
Options.
Yeah. You might want to save here, actually, as well.
X button. Select.
Oh, good
Circle
idea.
button. Back. Quit
And
main menu,
also,
restart
I need to
checkpoint,
hydrate.
load game.
Good
Save
idea.
game.
Wait,
New manual
hydrating
save.
with
Create
fizzy,
a new
I'm
manual
guessing.
save from your current manual save. 7. Santa Barbara. 2425 constant. Do you want to overwrite this? Yes.
Wouldn't it have been funny if we'd have saved on the 24th of May? That would have been funny, wouldn't it? Because it would have been 24 in 25. Kind of. Either that, or if you save it 25 past midnight, technically that's 24:25. I've played video games at times like that, and and sometimes I wonder why. Particularly with stuff like Last of Us, where it's like, oh God, what am I doing? Yeah, no, that's why I did play Last of Us so late when I reviewed it, because I could. Like it was one of those things where I could go through and just play it on my own terms, even if I had no idea what was happening in any of the cutscenes, because there was no AD back then.
I have no idea if this is like, if this actually happened or if I'm just thinking it happened because I just had like deja vu just now.
Right.
But yesterday I had to sign a bunch of forms and they all had dates. And I could have sworn, just because when you said 25, I was like, no, it's 26. And I was like, wait, no, it's not. And now I'm wondering, like, did I sign the forms yesterday, like, 26?
Sorry.
Huh.
we apologise for the inadvertent crisis we have apparently caused in your brain. Please refer to your nearest brain reprogramming centre. I don't know.
Or maybe I've traveled back from the future to tell you something. But because traveling back from the future doesn't allow you to bring anything back with you, I apparently couldn't bring any of the information back with me, so I don't know what I was supposed to tell you.
Great Scott! You know what this means? It means that the flux capacitor actually worked! I did it! With how much power, though? I remember! 1.21 gigawatts! Wait, what the heck is a gigawatt in the first place? There we go. There's my Doc Brown impression for the evening. It's a tricky one to do. It's a fun one to try and do, but it's a tricky one to even just saying "Great Scott" in the right kind of level of enthusiasm is tricky because you don't want to overdo it. I'm not saying I necessarily over or underdid it there, but that's the idea. You don't want to. But yeah, no, it's always fun. I remember wandering around dressed as Doc Brown at one point with the wig and everything on. That was fun. All that people mostly noticed was the big sort of bouncy hairdo, kind of walking along, rather than me. They just sort of saw the hair mostly, which was fun. Ooh. Whoop. And over we go. And along. Hopefully you're all enjoying the chaos, carnage, and calamity that is gradually being caused. Yeah, just keep going.
1/2 canister.
Yeah, cool. Nice. As much as people say this game railroads you into certain things and it doesn't leave enough agency, the good thing about this is, though, that once you understand how the systems work, it's actually kind of a somewhat good introduction for a gamer who wants to try a game without sight, but is used to video games.
It's Mackenzie. I'm out. Free. My husband died picking your fucking tomatoes. We aren't some lonely stragglers. I will be back with others. Your time is coming.
All I could think of when I read that, all I could think of was in Gears of War 4, where Marcus goes on a massive rant about tomatoes. If you haven't seen it, and you know enough about the Gears series, you might want to go and watch it because it is funny. Like it's an Easter egg as well in Gears 4. If only you do, only if you do certain things will you get it to happen. It is highly profane and highly ridiculous, but it's along the lines of they.
Hello. Wait, where's the? Oh.
Where's the? There we go. I've forgotten where the button was. They're both square-shaped buttons and they both look kind of similar, but it's like they up my tomatoes, kind of thing. Oh, pause it. Pause.
Options.
So I'm going to tell you this because the game doesn't really show you how to do it. But did you briefly see that guy over to the left? And you might have heard a chain sort of moving. There is a very good there is a very good reason for it. So if you use item navigation, you might be lucky. And if you see it interact, hit it and watch the chaos. You'll see why in a second. I'm only saying it like that because it will all happen so quickly if you manage it that it will be kind of tricky to clarify afterwards.
Okay, so just item navigation?
Item nav, and then hope that you're quick enough to get in there. Yep. Item nav. Yep. Move in, move in, move in. Just keep going, move in. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, grab the thing. Yeah, you did it. Well done.
Oh.
Should I tell you what happened?
Yeah.
So,
yes.
So that's a thing I'd always wanted to do, but I don't think I'd ever been able to do it. At least not in, yeah, basically it's a thing that's quite tricky to do. So what you've done is they've got an infected or a guy who is turning chained up, and the idea is that there's a couple of people just round him taunting him, and you've just released him. And you had perfect timing there, because it was like, oh, what if he... And then you just released it. It's like, you can't get out of here now. And then you just cut the chain. Or released it. And then you've basically... Even though they were spotting you, the bigger distraction was that guy just being like, Vah! So it's actually a really cool mechanic. You don't get to really see it a lot in like just at all, but it's very fun. It's very fun to do. And they kind of almost alluded to it earlier in that cutscene, I like to think. You know, where Ellie sort of led the guy into the infected. It's kind of a sort of a foreshadowing that you can do it here, I guess.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So that was fun. That's why I was like, oh, that's cool. So, yeah, you can...
If this particular zombie had a name, it could be, for example, Kraken, because I just released it.
The Kraken, yeah. Over that, we had a cracking good time. He probably did, by the way, all those bones went crunch. Oh. No, I appreciate the Pirates of the Caribbean reference. Yeah, but be aware, he's only attacked one person. So, but...
Oh, there were two?
Yeah. This is getting out of hand.
Okay.
Anyway. So the good thing is you can navigate to whatever special items over there because they're distracted. See? So you can just watch the carnage happen on its own. Go on, feel free to move.
I'm just gonna wait for the shooting to stop.
That's fair. Is he gonna get another one? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh. Oh yeah, I think the humans won that one.
Silent submachine gun, bow.
But
arrows, 1 loaded.
yeah, so
4
if you're moving around,
2.
they'll be less focused on him. So if you were kind of moving about, they might have. Oh, good idea. Nice. Second one, because there's a second one. Nice. I think it's their helmets you're shattering, which is fun. Nice. Well done.
Yeah, I like the bow much better than the crossbow.
Yeah, I
swear to God,
yeah.
I seem to just constantly be missing with the crossbow.
Yeah,
with the bow, I'm just nailing everything.
Yeah, crossbow's a weird one. Like, I like it, but there are times where you will just miss, and it's like, why? Ooh, actually, I said about using,
1 tomahawk, durability 6.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Channeling your inner thunder from Killer Instinct, essentially. That was a fun game. I remember you and I played that. I was
8 SMG.
if memory serves.
No, we didn't play that. You played with me in that.
Well, that wasn't my fault. No, I jest. You enjoyed it. You appreciated the chaos. Nice. Ooh. Ew. And also there's a special item over there. Oh, fun. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to get any. Oh, maybe. Well, have a look and see if there's any.
Pistol, fully upgraded. Revolver, available
Oh.
upgrades. Stability,
Yeah, I've got enough
mid-range
stability
revolver
on
with
there.
moderate damage and
Well, see if you've got
slow
stability on the
reload.
rifle. See if you've got.
Semi-auto pump shot bolt action rifle.
You...
Has no
Oh, no.
critical upgrade.
But you can get the one on the
Long-range
revolver.
rifle with
That'd
shotgun.
be alright.
Available upgrades. Stability.
Or that.
Close-range shotgun
Yeah,
with
whatever.
high damage and bow. Has no craftable semi-auto pistol. Fully upgraded. Revolver. Available upgrades. Stability. Mid-range revolver with moderate damage and slow reloads. Fire rate.
I know I've said this before, probably a fair few times, but I love the sound design of these gun animations. It's so good.
Yes.
Like when she's taking all the bullets out of the revolver, you just hear like. It's like, oh, that's cool. Yep, and now you'll probably get a bunch of parts that you don't need. Probably. Don't ask me why, but the game just does this. I mean, oh, nice.
10 SMG ammo. 1 arrow.
Lovely. So you got a free arrow and a free mini clip of SMG. Nice. You're doing well with that bow. I mean, you can see why I enjoy it. Oh, hello.
8 SMG ammo. 9 parts.
I mean, probably wouldn't have been enough to do a full upgrade anyway. That's a safe one. Imagine if it wasn't, and I said that halfway through. It's like, that's not a safe one. Ah! Ooh, special item. I'll take you over there and then round, maybe.
Why am I hearing beeping?
You
Options.
shouldn't be.
X button. Select.
Oh.
Button. Back.
Oh.
Is that a guessing that's
Oh. I had a call coming in on my phone.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
We apologise for the
I
inconvenience.
was like, where's the beeping coming from? But it was from my phone, not from the game. Okay.
Just reminds me of the Potter Puppet Pals video. Just, I found the source of the ticking noise. It's a pipe bomb. Yay! Kind of relevant given we're playing Last of Us, and they've featured pipe bombs have featured heavily in that. Oh my word!
1 part silent submachine
Just
gun,
one, just
SMG,
one solitary washer on the floor. I told you about leaving those there.
revolver, revolver ammo. 3 loaded,
Nice.
0 reserve, revolver, semi-auto pistol, pistol ammo.
The revolver's
10,
one of those
loaded,
guns where
5
you don't get much
reserve,
ammo for it,
silencer
but when you
equipped.
get to use it, it feels really good.
Yeah.
It's got a nice.
I mean, outside of the hunting pistol, it is kind of the hand cannon of choice.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, hunting pistol's great, but when you don't have a hunting pistol, or you feel like being some kind of bounty hunter, revolver feels like Wild West gunslinger. Yeah, just up here. I like the detail that that's a different kind of ladder. You can just hear the detail. Ooh.
12 parts.
See, why didn't you give us these before, game? Goodness me. Wouldn't it be funny if you just dropped off of there and just went, ah! Just smack into the ground. Maybe I've just seen too many funny instances of me jumping into the void for my own liking. I always remembered though that sort of mono audio jump was just the funniest thing. I was like, "What are you doing?" And of course, you didn't even know any better, and neither did I. Like neither of us knew any better. And then I had to, I think, make the jump for you in the end. I was like,
pistol ammo.
"Oh no!" Or did you? I think you did it after you said it back, and I was like, "Oh, thank goodness." I forget which way round.
Yeah, I think that might have been when we finally figured out what was happening.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, really? Wow. Yeah, just keep following the loot.
Yeah. When we first started playing the, well, I told you this when we were talking in real life last week, but like we had only just started, right? We had only been playing for a little bit.
Oh yeah, like a couple of
streams.
I mean,
obviously.
Yeah, like a couple of streams maybe.
And I was like, I just wasn't hearing what you were telling me I should be hearing, but I was like, well, I'm new to this. He's been playing games like this for a while. Of course, he's going to notice little details that I don't. Like, sooner or later, I'll be able to tell what's left and what's right, too.
And it turned out left and right were both exactly in the same place. That was the ludicrous part of it, though. Like, there's no way to tell.
1/2.
You know, that's why mainstream games need a speaker test, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Because audio games have been doing it for decades. Like, one of the first things you used to be able to do was check your speakers. And it was literally an option in, like, the main menu. Because with audio games back then, there weren't really options menus. And it was mostly just, new game, test speakers, exit kind of thing. Yeah, just keep going. And also, you got a couple of good arrows out of that. Nice. I do rather enjoy the bow, and you might get to see why properly at some point. I was going to say it would have been arguably more fun to do part 1 than this, but I only didn't sort of put you through that because part one's shorter, but you had already played that.
Trading card.
Yay, trading card.
Ooh.
We like trading cards.
And an achievement.
Yay! I don't know. Does that mean you've got every
button,
single one? I
zoom,
don't know.
left stick, rotate,
I doubt it.
Swip spark dog. Real name, Maxwell Morgan. Brains, 40. Brawn, 80. Affiliation, the New Dogs. Capable of both absorbing and delivering giant bolts of electricity, this masked enforcer uses his powers for everything from petty theft and racketeering to high-level assassinations for the New Dogs.
Oof.
Once a professional wrestler of some renown, a freak accident after a publicity stunt gone wrong left him with these powerful new abilities and a mind ravaged by constant electrical shocks. His extreme fear of water suggests a potential weakness, though no one has successfully exploited this possibility. Yet. Neutral villain.
I like the pause there. It's like, no one has successfully exploited this possibility. Yet. I'm like, okay. Okay. No, that's a cool one. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I'm almost certain we've missed a trading card or two. But if not, then great. But the good thing is it means one less that you have to get later. So that's also good. Because you can do it via chapter select as well. It'll take you a while, but you can do it. Okay. Ah, you might so save here
Options.
because
Click main menu. Restart. Check. Load game. Save game. New manual save. Create a new manual save. 7. Send.
she
Do
done
you
that?
want to override? Yes.
So this is, this is like a big encounter, is what I'm gonna say. This is it. I'm not gonna say exactly how this all works, in that sense, but there's quite a lot here. That's kind of why I said to save, because you'd already gone through like previous bit. But this is where you can put your long range skills to good use.
Circle button. Back.
At very long range. So remember, I've
rifle long range,
like exploding arrows long range.
Ooh, even better.
Because so the reason I say that is because when I played through this on stream once many years ago, I had people saying to me, "You're hitting targets that I literally can't see that are behind bushes in the distance." I'm like, "Cool, I'll take it." So like that's kind of why I'm setting this up. And this is like really.
You ever seen those Blind Master samurai movies?
Kind of, yeah. It kind of is that.
More?
It's more like blind sniper movie kind of thing. I will say this. This is like the final. This is how close we are to the end of the game. This is like the final big encounter of the whole game, pretty much.
Is it like the final countdown?
The final encounter. No, doesn't quite work, does it? Yes, sort of. It sort of is, and that's why I'm saying, like, I wouldn't normally give you that, but it's just to kind of give you a sense of how close we are to the end. I felt that was only fair because I went into this thinking, "Oh God, how close are we to the end?" And then not using all the things that I could have used. And being like, why is this so flipping hard and frustrating to get through? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so does that also mean that, like, if I finish this encounter with no ammo, that's totally fine?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't finish it with no ammo, but just finish it with, like, a lot less is fine. Yeah, probably, Gecko, probably. I'm not going to say what you've said just for fear of giving DB too much of an idea. But yeah, no, this is pretty much the final big encounter, as far as I remember anyway, from my recent run. So,
well, in that case, I'm going to take a 1 minute break.
That's fair.
Just so I don't have to be pausing during the encounter. So I'll be right back.
That's completely fair. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, chat, what have you thought so far? I believe. Let me just. I believe, yeah. Do you believe in... Anyway, let me just go and triple check. Just to make sure I'm not completely misremembering. Because, blah, 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 blah. Scrolling through. These things. Oh. And... these things. Where is
X button?
Just trying
Select.
to have a quick
Circle
look.
Button. Back.
Down here. Oh. Yes, so from what I'm you see, that's right, that idea. That's a cool idea, Gecko. I mean, yeah. I'm interested to see how that works. That'll be good. So head to there, do the thing. I'm just trying to read. This is the fun thing, chat. When you're trying to use guides as a reference, and the guides are all visual. Well, not all visual, but they're like, do this and position yourself here. I'm like, that doesn't help me. It's like, have we done this? Have we not done this? Oh yeah, so we got that. That's good. Yeah.
X button.
And then,
select. Circle button. Back.
Yeah, that there. Yeah. So then this. And that. Do this in here. yeah, the thing is, yeah, that all looks. It is basically the last big encounter. It all kind of merges into one. From what I'm looking at here again, on a visual sense. But yeah, we are pushing into the finale. Wonder if we'll get it done tonight. That'd be interesting. If so, chat, those of you that are here, what game would you want to see from me next? If you're watching this on YouTube, leave your suggestions down in the comments. Planets of
And I'm back.
Yeah, I was going to say, DB, what I've done is I've visually, I've checked through. That'd be a miracle, wouldn't it? I've visually checked through this, and it's fine.
After 5 years, you've been lying to me this whole time.
No,
really?
no. Three AI. No, not at all. No, so I've just done a quick sort of Google search to double check, and essentially, yeah, this is sort of the last big encounter, and it all kind of, as much as the guide separates things into like a few different sections, that's not necessarily a thing that you're going to notice. Not really. So it all kind of feels like one giant thing.
So I'm just going to be shooting a lot of things.
Yeah. Just being careful about positioning and stuff, but you'll see what I mean. So, yeah, looking forward to watching how you get on with this. But I would say working with range is a good idea. But you got to go forward.
Music?
Yeah, that is.
Get out through there.
You got to go forward first. Yeah. Yeah, I know the one you mean, Gecko. You can always send me it in advance if you want as well. Or like a long version in advance. So enemies over there.
It's all around building. There it is.
Yep, so you now have...
The music even sounds like endgame music.
Yeah, exactly. I apologize if that felt like too much of a spoiler, me saying that, but I wanted to just give you a sense that I never had when I played this, of how close I was to finishing the game.
Should I bother with stealth, or should I just start shooting things?
Well, I mean, don't forget, explosive arrows are technically stealth.
Oh!
Did you not remember that from before?
Silent submachine gun. Arrows. 1. Loaded. 3. Reserve. Explosive
assholes.
You'll have to maybe move in a little, but because you could.
Silent submachine bow. Arrows.
You'd have to move
1.
in a
Loaded.
tad.
3. Reserve. Explosive arrows. 2.
Because you can't hit anything from back here, but I appreciate you setting it up.
Nope.
That's close range. That's close.
Oh.
So you might want to just like silenced gun that, because that's just an infected that's there.
Revolver. Semi-auto pistol. Pistol ammo.
Or you could just alert. Yeah, you could do that.
6. Reserve.
That'd work.
Silencer equipped.
Yeah, because you got a silencer on. Yeah. Nice.
There we go.
I have no idea why that took that many shots.
It's because it's really... It just reminds me of the Father Ted thing. It's really far away. So they're very small.
It was close range.
No. Well, no, closer. Like closer than that. It seemed a lot closer. I think, to be honest, she might have moved. I reckon, but it was fine. It was all right.
So do I stay with pistol, or do I switch to explosive arrows now?
I'd say you can switch to arrows now. Just arrows generally.
Submachine bow. Explosive arrows. 1. Loaded.
And then you can move.
Arrows.
Oh, yeah.
4.
Is that good or too?
Yeah, no, you should be fine. It's not going to give you a detonation cue. There you go. Oh, that's all right. Go on. Oh, hello. That was cool. She ran in with a shotgun and regretted it. There you go. So you're on normal arrows, which is fine.
I got her!
Oh! Wait! Yeah, you gotta move, because that's a Molotov. That's alright. Lovely.
I caught her! Right there!
Yeah, you can... Oh, what? That was unlucky.
Silent submachine gun. SMG ammo. 20. Loaded. 32. Reserve.
Oh, you've got all the ammos.
Semi-auto
Go on.
Pistol ammo. 7. Loaded.
4.
Reserve.
You could go for the upgrade if you want. Already.
Silent submachine gun. SMG.
Yeah.
20.
Oh.
Load crafting. Health kit. Silencer. Melee upgrade. Craftable.
Yeah.
Recipe requires binding
Yeah, there you go.
and
So now if ever you get into a fight, you'll do double damage, or whatever it is. So now keep moving. Keep moving, keep annihilating. And remember, items are going to be on the floor, because they will drop stuff. That's armor, that's fine. Nice! Double.
revolver.
Second one,
revolver
or
ammo,
third one even.
silenced
Third one
submachine
coming
gun,
round.
SMG ammo. 6. Loaded. 32. Reserve.
Should be a third one coming round. Aha. So, remember that clicker. Just remember that
Okay.
clicker is there. Let's just say it's less of a threat to you, and I'll just leave it there.
There.
Nice. Oh, hello. You have spotter indicators. Good shot. That's all right. So use your items as a navigation thing as well. You can. Sorry, speaking like Yoda by accident, I am.
Options.
Wait, say it again.
You can use items as a navigation method.
Button.
Don't forget. And there's kind of a reason I'm saying that to an extent. Once you get
Oh,
round
scanning
there.
for items?
Yeah. And also, of course,
Okay.
you'll be able to grab stuff off the floor if there's any ammo and bits.
Okay.
But there's a reason. You'll see why. Hopefully. Yeah.
3. Pistol ammo.
Nice.
Oh, God damn it! Mateo!
Wow, you killed his friend before you killed him. Blimey. That's brutal. Yeah, so remember there's distraction objects available,
2.
there's all
Revolver
sorts.
ammo. 20. Health. Total. 125.
And you're now at full health. Lovely.
1/2. Blade.
Well, you don't have to grab all this loot, but you might as well. Keep yourself topped up as you go. And you can make more exploding arrows as well if you want.
Oh,
Crafting.
that's...
Health kit. Silencer. Melee upgrade.
'Cause you
arrows,
should-
Craftable. Recipe
Explosive
explosive
ones.
arrow.
There you go.
Craftable. Recipe requires. You now have.
And again?
1. Explosive
Oh
arrow.
yeah, because you
now have.
can
2.
make 2 and
explosive
leave it
arrow.
at 2 if you want. Because then you should have the rest.
Silenced submachine gun.
Yeah.
SMG ammo. 0. Revolver.
Oh.
Semi-auto pistol.
Change your
Pistol
SMG
ammo.
out then if you haven't got any ammo
7.
for it.
9. Reserve.
'Cause you got
other-
Bow.
good
Silenced
call.
submachine gun. SMG. Silenced submachine
This is
gun.
why I'm
Bolt
here. I'm
action
here
rifle.
just to
Bolt
give
action
advice.
rifle. 6. Loaded. Revolver.
Because you don't
semi-auto
have to
pistol.
listen to
Pistol
what I'm
ammo.
saying.
7. Loaded. 9. Reserve. Silencer equipped.
Partly because it's not always the right choice. It's not always the choice that you would want to make. But,
1/2.
you know,
Explosive.
it's an option. Speaking of stealth stuff, have you heard the name of the new Bond game has been announced?
No, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, IOI, the Hitman people.
Oh, wow!
Yep. 007 First Light.
Wow! Okay, now I'm excited.
Gameplay reveal this week.
1/2. Blade.
Sorry, I've just kind of blown your mind with that. Apologies.
Yes. I can't even talk. When the original Hitman came out, this was, oh god, I don't even know, like
Early
99,
2000s.
2000?
Early
The
2000s.
very first, yeah. My brain just exploded. Like, I feel like my whole life at that
Revolver
point,
ammo.
what I had wanted was a game like that, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that that's
Yeah.
what I wanted until I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
So IO Interactive has been like they're like
Uh-oh, you
mythical
have-
status in my brain.
You have incoming.
Oh,
You have incoming 47. That's all right. Whoa, hello. Oh. Pick your shots. Yeah. Remember, you have one of those as well. Remember, you have a shotgun as well. Should you want to use it?
oh,
Bolt action rifle.
And a
I
rifle.
have that too.
6. Loaded. 3.
Well,
Reserve.
why did you just? Okay. Oh, fair enough. Okay, you thought you had a shot. Fair.
Yeah.
No, I just saw you fire at like nothing. I was like, what? Nicely done. So now...
4. Pistol ammo.
Yeah, just keep running around looting things. Yeah, I was half expecting you to grab your shotgun and start doing shotgun fights, which
I would have if it had come up first.
That's fair.
But the rifle came up first.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I ain't judging. What you could always do is, oh, hello. Well, grab all this lot first because there's so many things on the floor.
Revolver.
Yeah, doing this with infinite ammo and infinite crafting is so much fun.
Arrows, bow, explode, pump shotgun. Shotgun
Yeah.
ammo. 6. Loaded. 2. Reserve.
That's the thing. You got loads of. Oh, there you go.
1. Pistol ammo.
Nice. That's what I mean. There's special items and all sorts kicking about here. So much. And in the distance, if you listen carefully, you can hear the
2. Revolver
the sort of
ammo.
growling of that
Pistol
clicker.
ammo. 1. Explosive. 8. SMG ammo.
Ooh. I like there's plenty of SMG ammo because that's like a new.
Yeah, the SMG is a fun gun.
Silent submachine gun. SMG ammo.
SMG, Last of Us Doomslayer edition.
No.
Yep, exactly.
Silent submachine gun. Bolt action rifle.
Slayer edition.
Loaded. 3. Reserve.
I missed what that special was, but I did see one. Oh well. Might be leading us round there. Just keep going. The last of them. Well done. That's good. Well, the funny thing is, that's actually a line.
That was also true in the first game.
Very much so. Yeah, very much so. You have technically free throwables as well at points in this level. Should you wish to utilize those. By that I mean you've got one on you and there's a note.
2. Revolver ammo.
Nice.
Jenny, sending along some extra beef, grapefruit and potatoes I just got. They've been impressed with how many strays I've captured and wanted to reward me.
Ugh.
We're seeing the best crop we've had since we settled here. Please make sure my mom gets fatty cuts. She looked too skinny last time I saw her. Pat.
I mean, as much as I appreciate that you care for your folks, the fact that you're saying, oh, how many strays we've captured is like, yeah, the juxtaposition there is... Oof. You good?
I'm sure they're just talking to about the stray roaming pigs and cattle they've found.
Yeah, yes, I'm sure they're talking about the... No, definitely not. Especially given they were like, there's a stray! And it's like, oh, great. Either that, or they just really enjoy the PlayStation 5 cat robot game. Or like Xbox cat robot game, Stray. That's what it is. They've just been taking copies of that and
that was an excellent game, by the way.
I would have loved to have played it, but the accessibility was basically non-existent to my understanding. But yeah, you know, is what it is. But yeah, what are you? Are we going to continue? Are you just going to sit there looking at that note, reminiscing on? Yes. No.
Sorry, I got distracted. My phone dinged.
Or did it Google? Or did it Google? Your phone Googled. Or going back even further, did it ask Jeeves? Goodness me. That's a reference that most people probably wouldn't even get.
Okay, now I got you.
How did you not get me when I said your phone Googled? Like, that was the goodness me. So hung up. You woke up out of the bed. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning and chose violence. That's what it is. Yeah, so now we navigate onwards. I'm going to ask you a fun question. Why do you think that clicker isn't moving?
Given our previous encounter, I'm gonna guess he's chained up.
And you would be correct. The unfortunate thing is, the way the game takes you through this, you can't actually fully work with that, at least to the best of my understanding, unless you play a very specific way, which I wasn't going to try and make you do. Oh, actually, no, you can. So it's not that one there, but if you go towards the clicker, and it sounds like a real counterintuitive thing to say, so you can either go towards the clicker directly and try and get the nav to lock on, or you could try and go round the way you're going now and just try and like pick everybody off as you go. You've got options, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Try to go towards them, like, based on sound?
Yeah, you can. It's not ideal, but it can work sometimes, if you're lucky.
But nav will also just work?
No, nav might take you round near enough that you could get to it. But also, you know, as I say, give whatever you want to do a try. This is your encounter, after all.
Okay. Well...
It's a little risky going near him, of course, but...
Since I no longer have mono audio...
So now try scanning for items if you can get...
Okay, right about there.
Well, that's just ammo. So if you item scan... Oh, it might still want to lead you... It's because of the geometry, I think. It may still want to lead you out of the way. Oh, hello. Don't take that shot unless you don't want to free the clicker.
Explosive arrows. Loaded.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Near. Oh, it looked like you were kind of near. Yes, you can hear the clicker kind of.
Silencer, melee up arrows, missing ingredients. Missing.
No, you. Well.
Bolt action right. Bow. Arrow. Shotgun.
Yeah, you've got an arrow. You've got an arrow or two, I think. There. It said that.
Explosive.
No, it said arrows there.
Really?
Yeah.
Bolt action. Shotgun.
Wait, if you...
Bow. Arrows. 0. Explosive.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there you
2.
go. No, that's just the way it works. Like that's the way it structures it.
Bolt action. Bow.
It doesn't. So it doesn't do the shotgun thing
6.
where it decides to tell you
Two.
what one you need to know.
Yeah.
Slightly awkward. Well, I suppose it does kind of.
Okay, so what am I doing now?
So you can either try and nav round or try and move directly towards that clicker, which sounds really counterintuitive considering the way. You may get stuck and you might just have to nav round anyway, though.
Yeah, this is. I think it's supposed to get. I'm holding forward.
In which case, nav your way round and then.
Okay.
And then. Oh, hello. Yeah. Just follow these, and then you'll. If you find anybody on the way, then.
Bolt action rifle. Bolt action revolve semi-auto pistol.
It's just rifling through your guns, pun intended. Rifling through. Oh my goodness. You know how you say a line and you're like, oh God, please no.
1/2 rag.
Yeah, I think it's trying to take you round. Because from what I've done, I think you can actually get in to where they are and.
1 binding.
Oh, well, you got a whole binding. Blimey. Game is being super generous.
1 rag. 1/4 canister.
She's just like, I'm going to grab all these and use it in a project later. Just grab all this stuff off the floor.
1 binding.
Blimey, you got 2 full bindings. That's relatively unheard of. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, you can. Yeah. You may end up.
Uh-oh.
That's all right.
Hey.
That's okay.
What happened to you?
That's all good.
Stop messing around. Go check on him.
Oh, you know what you could have done? You could have trap mined him. That's all right. Shotgun if you want. Or rifle.
Shotgun.
Whatever.
6 loaded. 2 reserve.
You want to be a little closer, but you might be able to hit it from there. You have to. Oh goodness me, there's a lot. Nice. 1 down. You have SM. You got all sorts of stuff. Range check. Go in a bit. There you go. Yeah. Good idea. Lovely. Oh wow. Nice. Nice. Any more? I don't... Oh, nearly. How did that miss? Go on, poke your head up. Go on. Go on. You both fired at the same time and he lost by a lot. Wow. Oh, see, that's a shame, because I think that's the chain, maybe.
7.
You get a couple of free clicker kills, so that's not terrible. You can actually take the shot from here while they're chained up, I think. Maybe. Or maybe from around there. See if you can get an aim. No.
I need to go towards them?
No, you can... Yeah, you yeah, it depends on proximity. You might be able to get an aim from there. If not, doesn't matter. Can you aim from there and get it? Or is it not letting you? Oh, it might not let you from here.
No.
Oh, just keep going. It's alright. I apologise for keep diverting you. That's not my intent. It's just you can never... Oh, hello. Oh, okay, so over here. I could have sworn there was a way you could get in there and actually interact with those two, because I've remembered shooting those two, at the very least.
1. Shotgun ammo.
Yeah, that encounter's a little ridiculous. They kind of just chuck a load of dudes at you. It's like, ah! I remember doing that on Grounded the other day. I had to just throw everything in.
20. Health. Total. 125.
Oh, it seems you took a little damage. Not much, though. Good idea using the rifle, though. The rifle's quite fun.
2. Rifle ammo.
I think it's because we got the damage upgrade a long while back. If there even is a damage upgrade on this. I think there is. It's trying to remember what guns have what upgrades for who.
Two. Shotgun
It's
ammo.
harder than you think. It's weird how you can always hear the clickers.
8. SMG ammo.
Oh, maybe it doesn't take you around there. I bet there must be a way to get in. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just keep going. Because I'm almost certain I've shot those two clickers before. It doesn't matter, though. Or it could be around here. I don't know. It's fine. Just keep following this and keep looking for items as well. Because there might be... Okay.
How are we doing on time?
We are... we are 21:35, so we're 25 minutes from end of stream.
Okay. Oh, so nothing on the clickers?
Not, at least not here. That's unfortunate. No. But as I say, I recall there being a way to get in there, but it might just be when you happen to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like it might be that you happen to get lucky and move in the right place, whatever. I don't know. I apologise for that, setting you up for that.
Outside the slave cells, the dark-haired woman attacks Ellie with a baseball bat. Ellie wrestles the woman, but is kicked to the ground. The woman climbs on top of Ellie, then presses the bat down on her throat. Ellie jams her thumb into the woman's eye, then kicks her back against the cell bars. The slaves grab a hold of the woman.
Kill her!
The slaves steal her keys, then kill her. Slaves burst from the cell. They grab guns from a locker.
Right, come on, let's go.
Hey, where's Abby? She's bit!
Keep back!
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me!
Hey! Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach. You won't miss it. She's probably already dead.
Ellie slowly backs out of their way.
Come on!
They rush past her.
Interesting ambient sound design.
Holding her side, Ellie moves in the opposite direction to a set of double doors. She faces a darkened section of hallway.
Gameplay! Towards a thing. Yeah, I know that I'd done that that clicker chain interact, because I got it on stream. Because it was the first time I'd ever managed to do it with that one, I think. Unless it wasn't a clicker. Oh, I don't know. I know there's definitely an interact. I'm going to have to go and look that up now, because I might be remembering it wrong. And I hope I'm not. But yeah. You've started a rebellion, kind of. Yep, over here. Ow! That's my ankles, my everything. My ow! That's what it feels like anyway, when you hit the ground on that one.
To the beach.
You know what that means?
Oh.
Crouch. It's fun. You crouch down, you go through a thing, and something explodes. And you're like, ah, okay. That encounter's pretty cool, though, isn't it? You see what I mean by you can't tell the different sections apart. They just sort of merge into one long encounter.
Yeah. Holy.
I mean, you might be able.
Abby?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you might be able to differentiate it by, you know, when different groups appear, that kind of thing, but maybe not.
A gaunt woman is tied to a pillar. It's Abby, her hair shortened. Dazed, she stares down at Ellie, who clicks open her knife. She approaches Abby, then passes behind her. She slices the rope holding Abby up, dropping her to the sand.
Ooh.
Abby weakly pushes herself up.
Ouch.
Knife in hand, Ellie faces Abby as she rises. She passes Ellie to a pillar holding Lev. Abby releases Lev.
Ooh.
Abby glances at Ellie as she pulls off Lev's bonds.
I got you.
Abby picks Lev up. Lev dangles in her arms. Staring at Ellie, Abby tilts her head.
They're both this way.
Abby staggers forward.
And you are now in gameplay. Cinematic walking. The atmosphere here is brilliant. Just the tension, the everything. Even though I'm not playing it, I'm feeling it. Just, oh. Yep. Just keep nav assisting your way onwards.
On the beach, Ellie follows Abby and Lev towards the shoreline. Abby glances back at her before wading into the water towards one of two dinghies moored to posts. Abby places a motionless Lev into the boat. Ellie limps out into the water to the other dinghy.
The
Standing
waves
beside it,
remind
she
me
slips
of
her backpack off.
the opening screen.
Hmm.
She places it into the boat. She grabs the wound on her torso, then gazes down at her hand. Flashback to a bloody and beaten Joel on the floor.
We are now at the opening screen indeed, says Gecko.
Ellie glances towards Abby. Turning, Ellie approaches the other dinghy. Abby goes to untie her dinghy's line. Ellie faces her back.
I can't let you leave.
Really? After all this time?
I'm not doing this.
Ellie grabs Abby by the hair, then yanks her back into the shallows. Ellie kicks Abby in the stomach. Abby collapses into the water. She stares up at Ellie.
No.
Abby starts to push herself up.
I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will.
Ellie holds her knife to Lev's throat.
Jesus, Ellie, come
Abby
on.
gets to her knees.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this.
Abby shakily rises to her feet.
She's kind of turned into Kratos.
She motions.
Sort
they
of.
circle to face one another.
Like young Kratos.
Abby charges, then tackles Ellie into the water.
Yep, you are now in-game. Round one, fight. Kind of. Ooh. You're doing well. Ow, those hits are really brutal. Oh, nearly. Hey, nice. Ooh, yep. What do you think?
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Ellie kicks Abby onto her back, then climbs on top of her. Abby struggles against Ellie, who forces Abby below the surface of the water. Abby spits out water as she grabs Ellie's arms. She bites Ellie's fingers at the knuckle. Ellie punches Abby, who rips off part of Ellie's left pinky and ring finger. The fingers fly from her mouth. Ellie pins Abby underwater. Abby grabs and slaps at Ellie's arms. Ellie kneels on Abby's waist as her legs flail. Ellie has another flashback to Joel, who sits on a porch in Jackson playing his acoustic guitar. Ellie closes her eyes briefly, then releases Abby. Abby chokes up water. Ellie sits in the shallows, clutching her hand. Abby rises to her feet.
Go. Just take him.
Abby eyes Ellie warily as she steps behind her. Abby steps out of sight. Ellie still clutches her left hand.
Yeah, so that happened.
She stares after Abby.
The Last of Us Part 2. The pinky
As
and the
dinghy
ring.
sails towards open water, Abby
goodness
glances
me.
back at Ellie. The boat slowly disappears into thick fog, leaving Ellie sitting alone.
Way to ruin an emotional kind of... Bear in mind, I had to go through that sequence with no AD when it came out.
Oh god.
So I had no idea what had happened. Better not be a Doom pinky. Oh no. Scary things. Big giant armored demon things. Ah. Just what? So, what did you think of that? Like that sequence? Just
Absolutely brutal.
brilliantly done, though, right?
Yeah.
Brilliantly staged. The fact that you paused for so long, I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to tell you what to do there.
It feels a lot like
Back at the farm, by the way, Gecko says. And if you want to item scan as well. How you doing, Marshall? Good to have you back. Incoming spoilers, if you weren't already aware, of course. Open the door. There you go. What do you... Well, we know what that is. I was going to say, what do you think that is? But we know.
Guitar?
Yep. Sorry, some folks call this a guitar. Quoting a line right from the beginning of the game. Well, relatively early on. And now...
Wait.
Use left stick to choose a chord.
Is this going to be an episode of Play Us Off, Guitar Ellie?
Well, I mean, kind of. Kind of.
Touchpad swipe vertical.
Wow.
Swipe to strum.
Yeah. Do you notice the difference?
It sounds terrible.
What? I mean, there's a very, very specific reason. Yeah.
Oh, she's missing fingers.
Exactly. And that was the only reason I sort of had to guess at what was happening. I was like, what's happened here? Why? What? And then I looked into it afterwards and I was like, oh. It was a shame I had to go through that much to clarify it.
Flashback to Jackson at night. Joel sits playing his acoustic guitar on a front porch. Someone, face unseen, steps onto the porch. Joel stops playing as he looks up. It's Ellie, still dressed for the dance. She leans on the porch railing, then glances to Joel. He rises and joins her, holding a mug.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
They lean on the railing. Ellie's brow furrows.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
He takes a sip from the mug. A brown owl is painted over the ceramic. She looks to him.
I had Seth under control.
Joel stares at the ground.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay.
He nods. She nods slightly as her eyes lower.
Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
Ellie shifts.
No.
He glances towards her.
No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just... I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
Ellie readies to speak, then hangs her head and shuts her eyes. She turns her head away from him.
So stupid.
She wipes her chin on her shoulder.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but... but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
He briefly looks her way.
You're such an asshole.
Poor Joel.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital.
She taps the railing firmly.
My life would have fucking mattered.
Tears well up in her eyes.
But you took that from me.
They glance at one another. He straightens up.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
He turns to her with an earnest and stern expression. Brow rising slightly, she looks away, then nods. She stares down at her hands.
Yeah.
She opens and closes a fist on the railing, then shakes her head. She stares up at him.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that.
He leans over the railing. With a furrowed brow, her gaze lowers, then returns to him.
But I would like to try.
She rocks back and forth. He glances over at her.
I like that.
Okay.
He nods.
The scoring.
She regards him.
So apt.
See you around.
Yep.
Turning away, Ellie leaves Joel, who becomes teary-eyed as he stares off into the night.
And it's a shame they don't describe this pace because it's the end of the actual scene, kind of. And that is it. Roll credits.
Wow.
Well done. I wasn't sure if we'd get to the finale tonight, but I thought we might. I wasn't sure.
What time is it?
It is 3 minutes to end of stream.
Oh, perfect timing.
So if you, I was going to say, so what you do is you, because there's none of this is AD, there's no post-credit scene. So you press menu, options, whatever.
Skip cinematic.
And you can skip that.
X button. Skip the cinematic.
Because it's just part of that. Oh, there we go. And this is the actual credits. Like the actual credits as well. I think that it's just two things that kind of lead into each other. So if you press menu now, there we go. It should say. There you go.
No.
Yeah. It seems weird, but it just skips the credits. And it should give you a trophy.
Press any button.
I would hope.
You've unlocked New Game Plus and Speedrun mode. They can be activated when starting a new game. New skins, gameplay modifiers, filter modes, and other bonus content are available in the Extras menu. For a new challenge, take on roguelike runs through randomized combat encounters in No Return. Okay?
Yay! So you've done it!
X button. Press
well
any
done.
button.
And
there's an achievement.
And the title screen is different.
Oh.
Again.
What?
I forget what the exact image is now, but I think you see the island. Oh.
Oh wait, I can now that we're done. I can find out what the image is.
Yeah, no, I don't think that redeem. Sorry, Gecko. I need to look at that redeem as well. See why it's not working. But Gecko's just redeemed the achievement reward. Where's the thing gone? Where's the? And he said completed a game while blindfolded. Well done. Well done. I know it didn't work. I know.
That is a brand new achievement for me.
I'm really pleased. I'm so pleased you've done it. So what did you think? What would you say your overall thoughts now that you've done it? On the game, on the process, on all of it?
As just a game, I'm not sure if I like it better than the first one. And it's weird. I definitely like the gameplay better, but the story. Well, actually, I guess the first one was this way too. But the story felt a little heavy-handed at times.
Yes.
It's kind of like that tragic cowboy story of the two old cowboys who are trying to kill each other no matter what, and everything else is going to hell, and they just keep on fighting for no reason. That's kind of that part. Whatever. The actual gameplay though is excellent. The encounters are excellent. The weapons are excellent. The upgrades are excellent.
Even
I really
that boss
enjoyed
fight.
Yes. And not having to play an old white dude anymore is also nice.
Well,
I play one of those in real life. I don't need to play one in a video game too,
No, so my thoughts at the time were, I thought the story was a bit much. I didn't feel it needed to go as far as it did.
Yes.
In a fair few places. The gameplay, bear in mind, of course, I hadn't played part 1 at that point. Not to the extent I have now, because, of course, the remake didn't exist. So,
right.
So I'd only been able to experience part 1 through other people's playthroughs and stuff, really. And so there was an interesting disconnect. I felt kind of frustrated by, let's say, certain events in part 2. Because I hadn't been able to have that same connection as everybody else had. And I'd always been able to... I then got to play the remake. I got to play the remake afterwards. And I really enjoyed part 1 so much more. But I think it was partly because I was finally, after 9 years of waiting, getting to play the game that everybody had raved about, rather than the game that everybody was kind of hating on. Well, not everybody, but a fair few people were hating on. I liked part 2. I thought it was good, but even looking back on it now, I still prefer part 1 as a piece of media. I think the pacing's better, the gameplay. Even if you watch combat stuff, the melee combat feels so much more impactful But I think that's a deliberate design choice. I get that. But that's just me. Like, the sound design was different, the impact was different. But, you know, Part 2 is a good game in its own right. I think the good thing is we're both agreed on that. We both have our own differences, but I feel like, you know, we both agree the gameplay is good, even if we don't necessarily agree on which one's better. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And definitely, I mean, both of them are absolutely worth playing through.
Oh, it's worth going through.
They're both excellent games.
It's worth going through once, just to then be able to be like, is this right? Like, it's because you've got the agency then of saying, this is right for me, this isn't, you know, whatever. Like,
right.
Part 1, morally grey, of course, but Part 2 is like, we have this revenge story you are gonna watch and you are gonna partake, you know, whatever. So
even when you don't want to.
Oh yeah, too right. I mean, like, even that sequence at the end.
What was that? There's a thing. I think it was like halfway through, when like it was another fight, and like you basically had to like keep hitting the person.
Yeah, I know the exact one you mean.
But it was like, no, you gotta keep hitting.
And then, yeah, no, exactly. And that's the interesting thing about it. People there are people who dislike that choice. I'm not necessarily a fan of choices like that at certain points, and I think that was one where it was a little much. But no,
it's one of those things where you're kind of like, you're like, granted, Naughty Dog games in general already kind of blurring the line between movie and game anyway, in a good way.
Yeah.
But this is one of those places where it's doing it in a bad way, where it's like, well, if you're giving me the controls, I should be able to choose what to control. And when you take that away from me, then why are you even giving me the controls? Just make it a cutscene.
No, I totally get it. But I think the idea is it wanted the players to kind of like feel differently about it because of that, which I kind of get. I see where they're going.
Oh, yeah, had they not forced me to push the button, I guess we wouldn't be talking about it now, right?
No, exactly. Like,
it's been like, oh, look at that thing that Ellie did.
Yeah.
Versus look at that time the game forced me to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's. I mean, there's been examples of that over the years, and I appreciate what they're going for. To be honest, like, I'm really pleased that you played. Like, you could have easily played the original Part 2, which is, of course, what I played when it came out. You know, no AD, no, like, extra haptics. You'd have to realistically have played it with a PS4 controller to get the original experience, which you could have done. Like, I've done it before for testing and for interest. But it's such a different thing having all that AD. I mean, it's not AD in everything that you need to get the whole story or to get the sense of closure, particularly at the end there. There's a final, you know, that final sequence where you're playing guitar and stuff. You miss a fair few context clues, but by the same token, you very much, you know, you are getting way more than you did before if you were to play Part 2. So you got the ideal experience, really, or as an ideal experience as you can get. So I'm really glad that you went ahead with this, and I'm really pleased that it worked as well as it did. Because I've had a great time, and like watching you play through, and the memorable moments that were unintentionally created. Everything from that mono jump to you stealth killing one guy, grabbing his weapon off the floor and smacking the other one in the face with it. That's the point. There may have been frustrating lows in places like silencers.
Or that time when I accidentally grabbed a hostage and said,
"Oh yeah." Yeah, it's like, shh, relax, easy, bam. And that kind of stuff was like, that's the thing. As much as this game had its, I hesitate to call them lows. They weren't lows, but those slightly frustrating moments,
ups and downs.
Yeah, what I was trying to say was, as much as it had its downs, it definitely had its high points as well, where we were like, oh my word, you just shot that guy with from like massive distance, or when you basically beat the Rat King on pretty much your first attempt after I sort of advised you how the fight worked because you were slightly confused, which I get because that is a very confusing fight. But yeah, I want to thank all of you. We're going to wrap up here because we're over time. We spent so much time talking about the game. But the question now, chat, is what do you want to see us do next? And can I rig it up by next week? Because I'm going to have to make sure everything works again for Copilot because we had fun gremlins. Whether those gremlins will resurface, I'm not sure. Hopefully Gizmo just stays locked in his cupboard. But no, it's been brilliant to do this first stream. This might not be the only time we do this, but it'll be a while before we repeat it with a different game. I can tell you that much. You already know what you want to see. What do you want to see, Gecko, other than Black Mesa? Because that doesn't count. No, it does, but it doesn't. No, DB, you have been fantastic to run with on this. You've done a phenomenal job. This is not an easy undertaking. I would love to see what the playtime is on the final autosave. That's a point, yeah.
Are we going to be... I remember... Well, okay, the
no,
autosave
because then you
I remember the manual save ended up getting its time reset when we did the chapter select.
Yeah, but that was about 36 hours in, I think it was. And then the autosave reset from that to like an hour. So if you go into the autosave, you might see a time and then we can just add a rough number on. Potentially.
Story. Play the main story.
You go load.
Play through the new game. Load game. Current autosave.
And then
complete. June 4th, 2025 at 4:58, 9 p.m. Challenge. Very light. Collectibles. 200.
How's it gonna say?
Time played 12 hours.
So
31.
So
minutes, 9
if we take roughly 12 and a half hours plus say 36 and a half, let's say to make it a round number. Yeah, you see where I'm going?
49?
Yeah, well, so nearly 50 because it might have been closer to 50. But yeah, I mean, considering we were on stream talking to all of you wonderful people as well, and we had mono audio problems and all sorts of stuff, I would say that's not bad considering this is the first time you've ever done it, and considering my first ever run of the game back in 2020 was 37 hours. I'd say that's very good. I would say for a first time doing it. It could have taken a lot longer. Hold on. Phone that's ready for what? Gecko, message me and we can sort that out. We can have a chat with that. But no, well done on your first. Well, it was a sub 50-hour run regardless. So well done, DB. Amazing work. Yeah. So as for streams, I won't be streaming this, but I am part of the Accessibility Showcase on Friday. I'm doing the AD, or rather the AD has been pre-recorded by me. So if you want to hear that, I will leave a link in the server. And on Sunday, I will be live reacting to the Xbox Game Showcase, which is going to be very interesting indeed. I don't doubt, and it will have an AD stream. I will stick the links in the server as well. And then as for next week, not a clue what we're going to be doing. We will figure that out. But if you have specific games you want to see from DB and myself, do let me know. I know there'd been talk of Jedi. That could be a thing. Going back into that could be a stark contrast. Just parries with crossguard. Just seeing those in my head again. Just that'll be good. But yeah, if there are specific games you want to see us do, whether we go back to old titles or play a new one, let us know. But I want to thank all of you for coming along. I want to thank DB for being such an amazing runner for this game. Did an absolutely brilliant job on his first ever blindfolded run of a game. And he's done wonderfully. I honestly, I'm so proud that that it worked, and B, that I managed to get him through it. Because I wasn't sure how well it was going to work out initially. But it worked out really well. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, no, I knew it'd work. I just wasn't sure how well it would work, at least on the initial streams. And I'm glad that you've all sort of joined us at various points. And spawning the Bubsy redeem. Yes, exactly. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, goodness me. With that being said, I am going to leave this here. Again, thank you all of you. Thank you, DB. And thank you, of course, to everyone who worked on Last of Us Part 2's accessibility features for making this run possible. All those past and present as well. And that being said, although Smith says, I've been Sightless Combat. Have a great rest of the day, whatever time it's in your part of the world, whatever time it's where you are. Stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next stream. Thank you very much for watching.